All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of New York Got Game, live watch party for the Knicks. Dexter Henry, Bryan Fonseca, and our guest today. Glad to have him here in the chair in the middle. This is a man who brings the energy. One of my good friends in the Knicks content creation game. My guy, Andrew Claudio. Andrew, what's going on, man?
What's up, Dex?
What's
up, Bryan? Good to be here. My first question when I sat down was how much swearing is allowed. So I will just start by saying Boston can go to hell.
There we go.
And I'm excited to watch the Knicks take advantage of a bad Celtics team, or a worse Celtics team than we've seen in the past, in a building I will not acknowledge as the Garden.
Yo, I heard, I was listening to your preview podcast with friend of the show, Noah Dalzell, was on with you guys, and you mentioned that in the intro, how it's not the real Garden, and as somebody who's been to the TD Garden several times and been in Boston.
TD Bank Arena.
Yes, TD Bank Arena. We have to say Garden. That's right. Yeah, you got some quality control here. That's right. Not so good. The last time I was in Boston was a glorious time for me to be in Boston, and I'm sure all my producers on the show, who are all Yankee fans, it's nice to have some Mets energy up here. But last time I was there to see Mets Red Sox. I was sitting with my cousin Stan. Walked out after Bryan has heard this story. Mets lost that game 2-0. Not a good game for the Mets. But walking down the street, and there were some Boston fans doing the things Boston fans do. They were being obnoxious. They were being, not saying all of y'all, but you understand what I'm saying. They were being obnoxious. And there's a guy behind us just chirping off how the Mets suck, blah, 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 suck. And I couldn't help myself. I turned around and said, this was right after the Knicks had beat the Celtics. So how about those Celtics? They didn't like that. They didn't like that.
And you made it here, is what you're saying. You made it out alive.
They couldn't say nothing to me.
That's true.
And they were too drunk to really do anything. Now, some people feel themselves when they're drunk.
Yeah. So if I remember right,
yes.
And this is where you get, I don't know if Bryan's aware of how my memory works, but so the Mets played the Yankees the weekend that they clinched against the Celtics. I know this because I was in Yankee Stadium the day after the Knicks had clinched. And despite the Mets getting a win, I was getting high fives left and right from people in Yankee jerseys because I wore a Knicks hat. And we were all one, like Jalen Brunson chants walking out of Yankee Stadium because the city had been united. And then they went to Boston.
Yes,
so
that is correct.
You were able to gloat, even though the Mets lost the first 2 games of that series.
Yeah,
you were able to counter any Mets suck with Knicks in 6.
Yeah, I didn't even understand the whole Mets suck from them. I was like, yo, it's not like I'm wearing a Yankees jersey, but they were so angry.
Yeah, well, that's
really angry. That's Boston. Just so
Boston.
Angry.
Drake Mays won 11 straight. They will have him traded during the postseason.
That team is fake, though.
Doesn't have the same run Brady had his first playoffs.
All right,
tip off.
Better than the story of when we got stuck in Boston on St. Patrick's Day 9 years ago.
That is a story. That story Bryan will have to share at another time. And some folks up there were still angry. How are we feeling about this game? Knicks come in at 4 straight wins. I won't call this a must-win road game, which is one. There's one rebound. We'll get to our props. We'll get to our props in a second. We're gonna have our props. Brandon London asked me the other day if this was a must-win road game. I was
hey,
like,
Cat.
Say that.
Need his shot to start falling.
I don't know if I'd say anything is must-win this early in the year. Especially if your record is good.
I'm wondering when we'll get to a must-win Knicks game.
I think this is going to be a tough. The line has been basically 1.5 the entire way, so it's essentially a pick 'em. The Knicks, we talked about this extensively, Dex. The Knicks have not been good on the road this year.
Nope, 3-5.
So I do think winning a game like this would be helpful. Boston, to their credit, they've been good lately. They've won 6 of 8. They got that big win over Detroit.
Josh. Make them pay for it, Josh.
This guy, Josh Hart, is hitting his three.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
45% from downtown thus far. The numbers have been good.
Is it really up to 45?
Do you like him as a starter? Yes, it's really up to 45.
I like him as a starter in this iteration of the team. When OG gets back, he's their 6th man.
I agree.
Yeah. You go 5 out. So, now, I do believe it's matchup dependent. Jalen Brunson.
45 as a starter.
As a starter. Sorry, okay.
So, yeah. Okay.
What is he on the season?
38.
Yeah, that's still and
really
what is he at attempts per 36? Because that's the number I'm saying.
Yeah, me too. I'm looking at per 100 possessions also.
I think
per 36.
I think was it 4 or 5 he's averaging?
4.6.
Yeah,
that's
and get
him up, Josh. Get him up.
Per 100 is 6.3. Again, that's the most. He's shooting the most threes he has since he was a Pelican.
Which has always been my thing with Josh. It's less about you not shoot, or you shooting poorly. It's that I want you to shoot.
Yeah.
He also has developed like a mid-range game
Like,
that I
oh,
didn't know he had.
I'll take it.
That's
Fine.
Yeah.
That's just
So-
age.
So you asked me, do I like him starting?
Yes,
If this Josh, I like starting.
You don't like the Josh you saw last year in the playoffs.
Well, the Josh that is
Come on,
hesitant to
Deuce.
shoot, that they're gonna hide their center on,
Wow.
and the Knicks are up 11-2.
So this offense is now,
early
And
timeout,
Deuce is
maybe?
Klay Thompson now.
Early timeout, maybe.
Nah, not
Nah,
Missoula.
Joe Mazzulla's
Not
a
Missoula.
crazy man. He's
Yeah.
not doing no early time.
He likes trial by fire.
which I rock with sometimes.
Yeah.
Off his
Another
foot.
turnover.
I like Joe
Oh,
Mazzulla.
let's
It's a
go.
good
Push the
start for
pace.
the Knicks.
Because he's crazy. So I like that.
Oh,
Josh
look for
again.
Josh.
Josh again.
Nope, got him. Short.
Cat.
Ooh!
Oh no, Cat. Oh
Ooh.
no, Cat.
Oh no. Oh, you heard that. That was on his shoulder.
What?
No, I think it was his hip.
Oh, that was hip?
It was his
Okay.
hip.
Ugh.
That's just a big.
Big
The
body
sound
falling.
we heard, I
Yeah.
think, was a big
Yeah,
guy.
The sound made me
Hey,
feel
I
like
didn't.
some kind
I
of way.
didn't think it was. Let me see.
No, it wasn't malicious. Look, he just.
It's
oh,
the ankle. It's
ankle.
what made him fall.
Honestly, it's
No,
glad.
he's
It's,
good.
In fairness, he's okay, so I could say this now. I won't rule out that Cat just fell. Like that. It is Cat.
He
Like,
kind of
Yeah.
broke his fall.
you know what's funny? And it's a good thing he didn't land like plant further down.
Uh-huh.
His
there,
ankle
like,
didn't
make him
turn.
pay.
So
Nice.
Yeah. Weight room.
And
Weight
one.
room. And one.
What a start
There
for
you
the
go.
Knicks, man.
and again, Boston's been really good about points in the paint this year, but Cat has a size advantage over
Yeah.
everyone they're gonna have. So especially Jordan Walls. Like if it's not Kata, he should be able to take anyone to the basket.
Cato's been really.
We
good
didn't
for
really
them.
talk
Yeah.
about. You mentioned the line before the game that it was -1, like it flipped a little bit. That's
1.5,
basically a pick
yeah.
'em. I don't think that's respectful to the Knicks. Like I was staring at it all day. Shout out to my buddy Mensa over at Knicks Film School.
Shout out to
Took
Mensa.
we do a game called Betting and Sweating. For his 1 point bet, he took Knicks money line, and I was staring at it all day. The Knicks are a much better team than the Boston Celtics. Have more talent. Now the Celtics variance because of their threes. I understand if you're like, oh, the Knicks could lose this game, but
He's not shooting that. They also haven't been shooting as well from three as I thought they were going to. It's taken them a while to settle into their play. Boston. They're starting
and look,
to now.
they're getting them up, which is
Yeah.
the
and defensively they've
knock
they've
this
looked better
down,
lately.
JB. Ah,
Ooh.
See, this is where the offense is looking good to me. It's like everybody runs. They
Yep.
know how to get to their spots. They're getting to the corners. Bryan and I have talked a lot about this. I know Benji's talked about a lot with you
Mhm.
guys on Knicks Film School.
get him off the line. That's
He
good
is not
defense.
good.
It's a bad defense.
Yeah.
Never mind.
He hasn't been consistent this year. It's been weird. I actually thought there was a world where maybe Derek White leads the league in threes.
Yeah.
And we have not seen that guy.
He's
This year.
31% from three
Yeah.
nowadays.
It's just inconsistent all around.
Yeah.
The interesting thing to me to watch for, though, guys, is because in the playoff series, the big swing piece was Mitchell Robinson, and now without Tatum, there's only but so much you can put into that. But I do wonder, okay, second unit, once the Celtics depth, because the Celtics depth is not awesome.
They don't have any. Yeah.
And Mitchell Robinson's going to play in this game. We'll see, give or take 15, 18 minutes or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Get
this one
those
of
rebounds, baby?
Yeah, is it one of these games where he just gets 10 or so rebounds? I didn't bet on it this time, but yeah. Because
Carl.
he's been less consistent.
There's
coming
Josh.
into
That's
this.
a rebound.
There we go.
Yeah. We'll talk about our props in a
Next,
second.
another timeout. Let's do.
You know what?
Wow.
Let me tell you what I did by mistake.
There's a timeout.
Fellas.
There's a timeout.
Fellas.
One of my props, I bet wrong accidentally. I meant to take Deuce with 2.5 threes and Josh Hart
See this
4.5 assists, but I accidentally put.
Oh, he
Deuce
was
with
just there
2.5
the entire
assists.
time.
That's the box.
He didn't even
Yeah.
need to relocate at all.
Yeah.
He was just there.
So I want to give a plug to.
The McHale.
That's great.
McHale
I'm gonna give a
you know
plug-
that's an MLB The Show?
Is it really?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
whatever it's called.
Didn't know
Yeah.
that.
After
Oh,
you
wow.
get a base hit, you know how some guys
Yeah.
do whatever.
Yeah.
The Mikal Bridges celebration is
Ah,
actually
that's
one of the
good.
celebrations
I did
in
not
the
know that.
game.
I like
Yeah.
that.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Cats and Shoot, the podcast I oversee from Fred Katz of the Athletic. He
Yeah.
had Eric Name on the
Yep.
show this week, who covers the Bucks for the
Mhm.
Athletic, and they talked about how the Knicks have been working with Bud's boxes. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but Mike Budenholzer, when he was an assistant in San Antonio, used to put boxes, like tape boxes, on the practice court that were identifiers for, like, if you don't know where you're supposed to be on the court, just find a box. And so that way, when someone gets a rebound, they know, okay, even if I'm like surrounded, just throw it to where a box would be because somebody will be there. And the Knicks, like Mike Brown, who was also an assistant, has been putting boxes down in the Knicks practice facility. So you'll notice, like, Mikal, that was a loose ball. He just said, find the box, and that's where one of the boxes is above the break where McCall just took that three.
Deuce.
Where Deuce just took that three.
Yeah.
So
Wish my high school coach did that.
No,
I wish the Knicks' previous coach did that.
Yeah, word. That is true. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to our guy Greg Film Stuff. Greg, good.
What up,
friend,
Greg?
One of my mentees. Shout out to Greg.
College classmate.
Yes. Can we talk about our props? Because I talked about how I
Please.
messed up on one. I have Deuce over 2.5 assists, going with Josh Hart over 4.5 assists. I meant to put Deuce 2.5 threes, but Deuce does have an assist. Josh Hart does have none, so we're fine here. I took Josh Hart over 9.5 rebounds. I got Mitchell Robinson over 7.5 rebounds as a parlay with the Nick money line. I talked about the one with Josh Hart and Deuce. I also have Josh Hart going for a double-double and Josh Hart for a triple-double. Those are my picks. What y'all got?
What do you got,
Josh Hart over 8.5 rebounds, which I took last night and wrote up in my Action Network preview, which went to 9.5 very quickly. I did not move that line. It was heading in that direction anyway.
It's your fault. You did it. You moved the line.
Also sprinkled on the Josh Hart triple-double. He has won this season. And now that he's starting, he's probably always going to be in play for it. And this is a team where he, especially on the boards, like he matches up really well with Boston. So that's it for now. But if you've watched live betting opportunities, I'm not afraid to jump on them sometimes. So
he's not afraid.
We'll see what happens.
Drew, what you got?
So
man?
I've got, and this is again, shout out to Betting and Sweating, the segment the game we're playing over at Knicks Film School, where we each take turn making 5 picks before each game at 5 different point values, 1 through 5. Mensa, the 4-point bet is a home run bet, where you have to take a bet that's at least plus 300 or better. And
Like
Mensa's home run bet was Mikal 2 steals plus Josh Hart 2 steals.
I've been on the
at
Mikal
plus 355.
Yeah.
It's hit each of the last 4 games, and this year not a very turnover prone team.
Yes,
the Celtics. So that's why I think it's a home run bet.
NBA.
But that's the first one, and to co-sign the Josh Hart love. I have him laddered from 8+ rebounds to 13+ rebounds.
I like that.
So every time he hits each checkpoint, I'll cash.
He's gonna get paid.
Yeah.
So you get paid. 17-6 start for the Knicks.
I forgot to ladder Josh Hart.
Shout out to our guy,
Yeah.
East Blue Drew, in the chat. East Blue says we need seriously to have Deuce start. He's turning into Ray Allen in real time.
So you know who I actually think the comp is for Deuce?
Let me hear this.
That was easy.
He's on the court right now, Derek White.
Derek White.
Yeah,
I like
because
that.
what he can do defensively, where he takes Mikal off the point of attack,
Yeah.
allows him to go
I like
be the
that
free
comp.
safety, which is why Mikal's having such a great year with Stocks.
Yes.
And you want to talk about the wing stop mentality of OG and Mikal? That's activated where they're literally your wings at the off the point of attack.
Yep.
If Deuce is in the middle, guarding the point of attack. So.
Brian and I talked about this, Andrew. I don't think people understood, not making excuses for Mikal Bridges' play during the season last year, but how much being on the point of attack takes out of you defensively. I think sometimes that's not understood. It's a huge defensive responsibility when you're also then asked to do a lot and create on the offensive end too.
Right.
Not create a lot, but you're supposed to be the secondary ball handler in the starting lineup. So it was a lot, and he just looks more comfortable. Thought it was off Kata.
I did too.
Me too.
I also thought there were games where he did play well at point of attack. And look, I don't want to make this into a Tibbs bashing session, but it clearly was.
Everything is turning into that.
Because of anything that they do well this year, it's like, well, why didn't they do this last year? It's just the reality of it. But to Tibbs' credit, for any complaint you had last year, they made the conference finals and were 2 wins away from the finals. And if a thing that happens once every 100 years, except a few of the Pacers, it happened once every series. If game 1 doesn't go the way it does, then maybe
I don't like talking about game 1.
I believe it's my that game. Believe me, it's my that game. But where I'm going with this is the point of attack for Mikal last year. There was no adjustment.
What the hell?
Why don't we give it a look?
Josh,
you gotta shoot it.
Box.
Yeah, Deuce. Derek White fell, and Deuce was actually trying to relocate there and give Josh Hart a target. If he saw him early enough, he would have probably had an open 3 there. One thing I was going to say though, I think
he threw it to a box.
Yeah, and I think with Mike Brown, close to Mikal, with Mike Brown, same initials. With Mike Brown and Tibbs, I think the jury's still out for me at least, because ultimately, what's going to matter is the spring. was going to matter.
Oh yeah, April,
So,
May, and June.
and
They're the first team to fire a coach in June since Ime Udoka division.
Yeah.
They're the first team to fire a coach in June.
yeah,
Since Rick Carlisle
like if
You
you're
know,
like if you're
in
a
2002.
if you're a pro Tibbs person, what you might point to now is like, oh, Mike Brown is starting to play similar lineups, and the minutes are going back up for
Yeah, but
like
the
the main
offense
guys.
looks different.
Those
The
different
offense looks
things.
so different.
So,
And
yeah.
I'm watching
So-
Deuce McBride start. I am not watching the same Tibbs lineup.
Yeah,
from
he
last
never
year.
went. He would never go to this
Goodness
lineup.
gracious.
If you like, if
So I do.
it's not to bash Tibbs. I'm kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Andrew. It's
Yeah.
not bashing him, but just saying. He never
But
would.
frustrations, the fact that Deuce is producing the exact way people thought he would if he got the chance to start.
Yeah, everybody's like, see,
Is the
I also
dude.
do think he's just playing better this year. Like there's part of that.
some of
too.
that he was healthy at the hamstring.
Yeah,
Precious Achua started last year. Like we could have given those minutes to Deuce McBride.
Who
I
did-
hear you. I think
who-
he's playing better. But when OG was
Yeah.
out, he went to a lineup that had
But
Precious Achua and Josh Hart on the floor.
I
Those
also
are two
think
non-shooters.
in this offense, he's more like you can see how complimentary Deuce is now
Mhm.
versus the offense they were running last year, where it was more staggered. More
I,
More
I,
ISO,
I,
yeah.
I think that's a good point.
with,
too.
with movement, it's like now you're finding better ways for Deuce to be complimentary because he's
True.
one of the most complimentary players you have.
I also wonder if you're going to play that type of stagnant.
Oh,
geez,
box
guys, box out.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's-
If you're going to
that
play
was
that
bad.
type of stagnant offense, more spacing is necessary, which Precious Achua doesn't
Did not
provide.
provide. That's a good point.
The
Well,
Heat cut him, and I think he's with the Kings.
He's
now.
with the
Kings,
Kings,
yeah.
a team that,
Great place to be to develop.
yeah,
Fantastic.
the Athletics might have a better future than
Jesus.
that team
And yeah,
in Sacramento, and they won't be there in
they
2
won't
years.
be in 2 years. They'll be in Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh,
JB.
There's a three.
There you go, Josh.
Wow.
Josh Hart getting us the points early
Wow.
for this
Again,
triple-double.
This Josh Hart can start. The guy that's hitting all his threes
Yeah,
and
There you
making
go.
them pay for having the center play off him so much.
and just taking less hits, just taking fewer
There's
Now
hits.
there-
better communication on that there.
Their interior defense, Boston's starting to find something there, and that's something to watch. I think if the Knicks' offense gets a little stagnant or they just
So
start missing
look where
shots.
Kata's playing, how far off Josh is.
Yeah,
Like he's helping at the like that's how they're gonna keep playing, which is like Josh has to make them pay.
exactly. Yep. There's something that we've been targeting all year
Yeah.
also.
Well,
It's
I
like
mean,
Josh
look,
Hart
this
just
is
has
the
to
Josh
shoot
Hart
those.
story. His last 3 years with Josh since the Sixers
Well,
were
see,
doing it.
See, that's
Oh
a
my
good
That's
thing.
why make him
No, but
pay.
see, that's
Make
a
him
take-
pay,
that's
Josh.
a take I like because he dribbled to drive left, he got stopped and backed out and pulled up and dared Kata.
If you're not going to guard me, I'm going to make you pay. Shout out to their shooting coach.
Not much time on the clock either. So like that's
Oh,
as good. That's as good of a
offense.
look he would have had,
Mm-hmm.
you know, given the shot clock situation at that
But
point.
the fact that he's recognized the decision, he hasn't missed a shot yet today. He's got 11 points. He's recognizing to pull it up. Josh Hart last year was tentative. He was not
Yeah.
pulling that shot, and that's something I like.
We'd be lucky to see 3 attempts from 3, like over 3 games from him.
I was
Five
gonna say
misses.
if he would have
Yeah.
went 5 for 5 there,
There's a silly cat foul.
there. Yep, you get 2 a game. There's the first.
Shout out to my former neighbor's son officiating the game there.
Really? Wait, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, his actually I'm forgetting his name. His dad used to live next to me in
Let's
an
see the cat
apartment I
foul.
lived with, and he owns a barbershop. Well, he
Oh,
let it
wow.
go in my neighborhood I currently live in.
Shout out to Dexter's neighbor.
I'm
son.
forgetting
Ah.
his name. It's so bad.
Yeah.
So
And he-
Jalen Brown and Cat actually got tangled up there, but then Cat took it out on Kata. That's why he got fouled.
That's why you got the call. Andrew, you had some people who didn't recognize you here. East Blue Juice says, "Oh shit, what's up, Claudio?"
What's up?
He did not recognize you, which is hilarious.
That's good. Okay, let me make sure because I get on Macri when he doesn't. Shout out Knicks Film School.
There you go. Shout out
Our
Knicks Film School.
merch store. You can get this hoodie, perfect for the holidays.
Yo, you know
Yeah.
what's funny? One time, because when did you send me a hoodie? You sent me a hoodie,
Right after you had me in the old studio. That first
Yes,
time. It was my
okay.
thank you.
and you
for
sent me a
having me
hoodie,
in the old studio.
and I don't remember when this was, but I remember I was somewhere,
There's a
and
Mitch rebound.
I got off a train, and I'm
Mhm.
wearing the hoodie, and this guy's on his phone, and he's just looking at me like,
Mhm.
and he says to me, "You're not with Knicks Film School, but you
You've been on Knicks Film
stuff
School,
with them."
yeah.
And I was like, and I started laughing. I was like, yeah. And he was like, and he looked at me. He's like, yeah, Derek with the post. I was like, that was Dexter, but
Yeah.
it was funny. But he recognized me. He was like,
Ethan
no, I like
Skolnick
stuff.
did the
That's
same
what's up.
shit
That's what's
where he
up.
called you Derek by accident.
That was
Yeah.
fine. We like Ethan Skolnick. So it was fine.
Yeah.
It was all good. Ethan's our guy.
That's my man.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the Jordan Clarkson we know.
The Jordan Clarkson experience can be an
Yeah,
interesting
It
one.
can be.
We had a good question in the chat. There were a couple of good ones. Oh, Greg asked,
All questions welcome.
do we
Oh, Mikal with the deflection.
Uh-oh.
No. Oh,
Ooh,
what
that's a great catch.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
Good hit
that-
ahead
well
pass. Perfect hit ahead pass. Also,
Man, that was better than any pass Aaron Rodgers is throwing for my Steelers.
Oh, it's okay. I've been there.
Yes, you have.
Yeah.
Yes, you have.
Shout out to the
He said,
opt-out.
"Do we miss?" I can't believe his name is being brought up. Do we miss Jericho Sims?
No.
He would be a great. Damn.
I have enough centers that can't shoot. Okay, at least
He
one.
said he would be a great
Look,
third stringer right now instead of Huck Porty.
he'd be doing what Huck is doing
Um,
now. He'd be sitting.
If that's the look, I will give Jericho Sims some love. He was a very good pick and roll partner with, well, really just a pick partner with Jalen Brunson. But like his screen assist did get
I
him
like that.
open.
Just
right?
the pick
Just
partners.
the pick.
fuck.
I
The
just
roll
cause
was there.
there's no offensive game in Jericho Sims outside of like
Come on, yeah, Mitch.
the elevation.
Okay.
You know?
Jalen's foot almost landed on Jalen Brown's foot there. You
No,
got to be
that's
careful
made
with
this a
those
different live
threes.
stream.
Yes, that would. That would make it very difficult.
He got very close.
Oh!
Oh,
Josh Hart knew he was gonna get hit though. He kind
Go
of
sit
leaned into
down,
it.
Jalen Brown.
He kind of
Yeah.
leaned into it, low key. Look at this.
yo,
Go sit down.
yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
That was like back in the day when a quarterback would throw a hospital ball going over the middle.
Mm-hmm.
He just got clocked.
That still happens a lot now if you
It
watch
does.
certain teams.
This is true. All right. Okay. I agree on Huck Porty. People are talking about Deuce, saying they like it. East Blue Juice says, I think Deuce is a better defender than Derek White.
Yeah, Derek White's an all defense
Yeah.
defender.
I think
Derek
I
White's
love
also
your comp.
longer,
I love
you
your
know?
comp though. I think
Yeah.
it's a good comp of what he could be.
Well, think of what Derek White was before they traded Marcus Smart. He was a sixth man that when he came in, they just happened to be doing really well, and he hit
That's a
the
good point.
crazy
Which I love
shot.
that trade.
He hit
That
the
trade
crazy
against-
shot
yeah.
to
It's Miami.
against
right?
Miami,
Against
right?
Yeah.
And then that following offseason, they're blow it up, even though they made the conference finals. That was Missoula's first year.
Yeah.
And rather than fire the coach, they lean in to the 5 out. And it's like, let's go make Derek White a starter and trade for Porzingis. Then, manna from heaven, Drew Holiday becomes available.
Yes.
And it gives you the 5th Infinity Stone. You know?
And that's what they had.
But that's where I look at Deuce as like, okay, all last year we just wanted to see it. And if Josh Hart's going to shoot like this and OG is going to be what he
Yeah.
is, you have 6 guys that can give you 2 5-out lineups. And that's something I'm looking forward to.
Yeah,
you
and I
know?
think you need that today.
And Derek White's also a 2-time all defense and best shot blocking guard in the NBA.
Yeah,
so.
it's the
different.
offensive. Like I thought with more usage, Deuce could be a 40% 3-point shooter and be a point of attack defender that allows you to make your defense work a lot better on the perimeter.
And I love what Deuce is giving him. Eastwood Juice says the shooting coach has really done something to Josh's game. I got a question that we were talking about here outside before this started. Roberto Rodriguez, Dexter, do you think Tomlin should leave Pittsburgh? I had a long conversation, and Tommy Hogan, our great producer, is going to be happy about this. I am leaning more to the fact it might be that time. I don't think they need to do it yet.
I don't think so.
I think the team has a quarterback issue, and the Steelers need to just rebuild.
How many
and
years
get a
has this quarterback issue existed?
5 years, 5 seasons.
Do you think
Have you
they
drafted one during?
will?
Oh, Kenny Pickett.
Do you think a Mike Tomlin team will ever be bad enough to get that quarterback?
if they put a bad enough quarterback back there?
Okay.
To get that quarterback now, I don't think they can ever be bad enough to be under Mike Tomlin. Could they be worse than 5 wins?
Kenny
Probably
Pickett was
not.
their quarterback for a year. That's a bad enough QB, and he still won 9 games.
And they
Here's the
were
thing,
right.
I wanted that to work. So I'm a Pitt alum. I wanted that to work so badly.
True.
I wanted
Yeah.
that to work so badly, and I knew it was terrible
Mhm.
really quick. I wasn't lying
Yeah.
to anybody about that. I knew it was terrible any quick. And here, East Blue Drew, here come the Giants fans. Mike Tomlin to the Giants. Mike Tomlin is a good coach, and he would turn the Giants around. I don't think any coach wins without a quarterback. Not to hijack this makes football show. I don't think any coach. Tomlin hasn't had a quarterback. I think if you gave him a competent quarterback, he could. The question you asked is the right one. Will they be bad enough to then get the quarterback? They have to commit to that.
Yeah.
Or
Which is
trade
like-
up for it.
Yeah, or trade up for it, which is to me a philosophy thing. That's my issue with the Steelers. They don't have the philosophy of saying, hey, we're going to go for that quarterback. We're going to go get it.
Is that a
So-
mid-range jumper?
East Blue, you said, honestly, you should go get Jameis Winston. His arm is still good. Are you crazy? Jameis Winston? I know people love the Jameis Winston
Hold
vibes.
on.
No
First
thanks.
of all, hold on.
He
I
gives
think-
you a game a year.
But I think he's onto something. Like from a content perspective, Jameis Winston and Mike Tomlin together. Yeah, sign me up. That'd
I
be
don't want
amazing.
Jameis Winston.
I don't know if you'll- I don't know if you'll
Missoula,
win,
you
but-
freak.
What did he do?
It's a hack and Mitch.
In the regular season?
Yeah.
Yeah, why would you not?
You psycho.
He's
psycho.
he's shooting like 2%
I don't
on free
remember
throws.
Mitch hitting a free throw this year, so this is fine strategy.
Yeah,
Hit
but
3,
it's
I believe, this year.
I would do it too.
you're better than man than me than remembering.
I understand why you
the
don't
free throw
remember it.
throws.
I understand.
Knock these down, Mitch.
Jesus
It's not
Christ.
the worst strategy. He's the only coach that's going to employ it.
But look, if your offense is in rhythm and I'm the opposing coach and I'm trying to take you out of that rhythm, like I'm gonna put this guy who killed me in the
1000%.
playoffs on, like this is completely defensible. This is one of the things that like I would not take out of the game. There are some other things where I'm like,
What,
dude,
hacking?
Yeah, hacking
It's
bad free throws.
strategy.
I don't get mad at people who want to take away things that are strategic. You know how you get it out the game? Hit your damn free throws.
Yeah.
Now,
How about that?
Now,
Mitch!
now,
One of two.
Well, now you're going to remember
We'll
one.
take it. He
Go
hit
ahead,
one
bro.
when I was on at the post. Yeah.
one that I'm kind of like iffy on is like fouling up 3. Like I think if you're the team who fouls up 3, or if you're the team getting fouled while you're down 3, you should get a free throw in possession. Because I don't want to see that shit. I want to see a game decided, and I think for the consumer, I want to see a game decided with
What
foul.
time are you doing
counter.
it? Under what time?
Under 30 seconds.
So you're saying if you're up 3 and you foul, the team that got fouled should get 2 free throws and possession?
No, just 1 free throw in possession.
1 free throw possession.
Yeah.
I fall more on the line of
if
what
it's not
Dexter
if
just
it's not
said
a 3-point shot.
about the hack and Mitch. The way if you want to
Don't be in that situation.
like don't be down 3.
Yeah.
Like
I don't like it. Like I Jesus Christ.
give me 1 or 2, Mitch. Give me 1 or 2.
Honestly, yeah.
Greg says
That'll
Greg says one of my favorite throwback slants. Missoula is a herb for this.
I
I agree, but it's also
If it works.
it's strategy.
Yeah.
He's playing the odds, man.
You would do it back.
Hell yeah, I'll be doing it. He's
Man.
1 for 4. The Knicks just had 2 possessions where they got 1 point.
Is 1 for 4 an improvement? I need to check.
Yes,
25%.
it's better than 0. Andrew can remember him hitting.
I couldn't remember him hitting a free throw this year.
He is
And now they have him
15% on the year.
Now
1
they have
for
him-
4 is good. 1
Yeah.
for 4 is actually an improvement, legitimately.
Yeah, see now what I want to ask both of you
How the
guys
fuck are you
because
15%? Out.
I remember sitting here with
Oh
Bryan
no,
after
that's
the
right. They
playoffs.
can't do it in the last 2 minutes, right?
So he's 3 for 17 now on free throws this year.
Yeah, that's
Is that going to become a problem?
That's not even a good batting average.
Because you can't if
Holy shit. Is that 2 for 1?
Oh, they were
What happened?
no. They
Oh,
were trying to
'cause
avoid the hack and
avoid the
miss.
hack and miss.
Oh.
That's why. That's a smart shot by Brunson.
Is it? That was a little too far.
So what he was
A little
doing
too
was like,
deep.
I'm gonna fire a 3 as you're fouling him, so we get 3 shots. And shout out to whoever it was. That...
Until Mike Brown takes him off.
Oh
the
no, they
floor.
just didn't call it. That's what it was. They went to
Yeah.
foul him, and he's like, "Wait a minute."
Oh, that's what he was trying. He was anticipating when they would.
Yeah.
Do it. I see.
Mitch, you work on this.
What
right?
what just happened?
Well, then they had the intent. Then they fouled him intentionally. I think that's what the call is. Because now they're getting 1 shot in the ball. Let me hear.
Oh, it's under 2 minutes.
And they did it.
They did it. You
That's when
can't
got called.
intentional foul under 2 minutes. It's 1 shot.
Oh,
on the
that
ball.
might be why Jalen Brunson took the shot,
Yeah.
actually, to kill time. Yeah.
No, you're right. Brunson was doing it as he saw them going for it. They didn't call it, but when they got the rebound, then they fouled him, and it was under 2 minutes.
There
so,
you go.
So now the cuffs are off for Mitch.
Yeah. Now
Now, if he gets the ball, though, they're going to foul the shit out of him. Oh, they didn't have time there.
that's
No,
got-
just 159 once they were inbound.
Well,
It's
they-
already done.
Well, no, like if he touches the ball.
No, if he touches the ball,
Oh,
it's
so
different.
you could-
right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Because then it's not
foul,
hack
yeah.
a Mitch. It's
Come
like
on, Yabu.
he actually has the ball.
And there you go, Mitch.
There's the Tyson
Tap him
Chandler.
and go.
That's a Tyson Chandler special.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on. Tap it out. Corner.
Almost a walk.
Good recovery. Oh, that's Nick's ball. Oh,
Shireman,
too
who,
early to challenge.
has a. He looks like a college basketball player with the whole T-shirt
With a
and
t-shirt, yeah.
No, nobody still
No
wears a t-shirt.
no
in the NBA.
sleeves.
In
Like
college.
College.
Yeah. What's it called? Cam Boozer from Duke.
He's
wears,
rocking the t-shirt.
Rocking a t-shirt right now.
Yeah.
That was the Cooper Flag special
That
last
was
year.
a Cooper Flag
Yeah.
special. You're right
actually,
about that.
yeah, that's right.
Where are you on Gershon Yabusele? Sorry.
I think he's been disappointing. I do think he's showing signs of improvement. He might just be a slow starter.
We agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He at the end of the day, he's an 8th or 9th man. Like
Maybe
all
10th.
the 8th, 9th, and 10th man options are like whatever you get from them is great. I know who my 7 are, and come playoff time, you need your 7.
He looks like he's in better shape, though. I'll say that much.
Which
Progress
for the 12 to 15 minutes he's gonna play, that's all I need you for. Is
you need
in
something,
good enough shape to play 12 to 15 minutes.
You need something from him out of that
guard
slot
screen. This should be barbecue chicken, and it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it was.
Anthony Simons can't
not in the
stop
league for his
Jalen
defense.
Brunson. Yeah.
Nope, he's there to get up
All right.
shots.
Leave this quarter up 10.
That's what Anthony Simons is there to do.
Yep, that's what.
Get
As
up
he makes it a
shots.
10-point game.
2-for-1 opportunity. Also, he took advantage of. So good
Yeah.
awareness by him, actually.
Yeah. All right.
1 for 9 from 3. That's their first make from 3, Boston.
And the Knicks have 13 compared to
That's
9,
the welcome.
which is
change.
not what you see between these two teams.
That's the most welcome thing.
Yeah,
change
you
this
just
year.
worry about some regression. But I think the offensive process has been great for the Knicks in this quarter.
Yeah.
That's a foul.
And 1.
Yeah, I like it. See, that's actually smart basketball. That's when you want ISO. Look, you know Anthony Simons is barbecue chicken, as you said.
Mhm.
You got to work him. You got to cook him.
Yeah.
If you can get the foul, you get it there.
Yeah, there's no chance. There's no chance.
Yeah.
And this is where Mitch is. It's weird. It's not a 5-out lineup, but Mitch has gravity. Like Shireman can't leave Mitch to go help because that's just like an assist
Or
if
the
you
lob
throw,
threat.
or a
Yep.
lob threat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And good luck trying to box him out, too.
Oh, Jalen.
What is it? Mitch at the line?
Yeah.
Oh, Mo
Diawara.
Diawara
Oh, this is a
1 second appearance.
yeah. This is a Frank Ntilikina possession.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Hold it.
When Tibbs used to put him in for one
I
possession
remember,
at
but
the end of quarters.
Were you like me in that you were high on Frank Ntilikina? You were part of the Frank Ntilikina hive.
I wasn't.
Oh,
No,
you
no,
wasn't.
no, no,
Oh,
no.
I was asking you.
I thought you were asking.
No, I was asking you.
No.
Bryan
I wasn't.
I was very like, what are you guys looking at?
I was.
This is.
And I tried to defend it as long as I could.
And a lot of people called me stupid for. So here's what I'll say. There's
It's
4
Euro
seconds
League
left.
now.
I'll tell you a quick story. Oh, come on.
I actually missed
Oh,
it.
you missed it.
Foul?
Oh no, it's a foul. They had a foul to give.
He's in
Good
Olympiacos.
foul.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Jeremy Cohen and I, before Knicks Film School, we
Shout
had
out to Jeremy.
we had a show, an independent Knicks podcast.
I did not know
He was
this.
very Team Frank, was part of the hive. And I said, how about this? The game that he scores 30. First game in the rest of his life that he scores 30. I'll take you out to the nicest dinner. No budget, no limit.
That dinner's ever coming.
Gee, I wonder why. It's almost as if I knew what I was doing.
Good
All
work.
right,
Good work.
11-point first quarter lead. I'll take it.
You'll take it. Nice lead by the Knicks. East Blue Drew says, I'm sure a lot of fans will say, I need this kind of start on the Magic. You know, Knicks fans, but Bryan and I talked about this before these Magic games. We knew the Magic games. I'm actually a treat for the return of Fallout. We knew the Magic games. I got to talk to you about something too, a TV show.
What?
I watched the last 2 nights.
Okay.
I'll talk to you about it in a second. We knew the Magic games could be tough for the Knicks because of their length. Are the Magic living rent-free in your head where you're like concerned about them?
So I'm concerned about the Magic. I'm concerned about the Pistons. I'm concerned about a physical team because the Knicks have gone full finesse with the way they played ever since DiVincenzo and Hartenstein, and they've gone away from Tibbs ball. And really, I don't mean to put it on one player. When Karl Anthony Towns is your center, you just you're gonna have to lean into a more finesse offensive game.
Right.
And we saw it for 6 games against the Pistons, and we've seen it in 2 Orlando games, and really in the 5 Orlando games last year.
Yeah.
They do things that take you out of your comfort zone from a physicality standpoint. And that's why, I think I would have some concerns going into a series like that. I leave, or at least I go into that series thinking we have the best player, and would leave thinking the best player helped us win the series. But I'm not going to, like, Cade Cunningham is having an all NBA season. So I'm not going to say his step up wouldn't be eliminating the Knicks. I'm not, they're not rent free. If that's the original question you asked. I'm more of the like, the Knicks struggle with physicality. Use 82 games to get better at it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not saying East Blue Drew. I'm not saying that you were saying that. But
no, that is there are a
something
lot
that
of
keeps
Knicks
coming
fans that are like, what is
No,
this?
he said those lengthy young teams are kryptonite. I think it's a fair point
Like
about
Atlanta has looks they can with
Yeah.
Dyson Daniel guarding Brunson 80
Yep.
all 90 feet or whatever, how long the court is. You know what I'm saying? Full court. You know.
Oh, so what I was going to say to you is, I started, and I saw you had tweeted about this weeks ago.
Pluribus?
And I messaged Pluribus. I started. I watched the first 2 episodes.
Are you caught up?
No.
All right.
I got.
You gotta just text me. When you get caught up.
However, fascinating.
Mhm.
I was hooked from the beginning. Like the whole first episode pilot, I'm just like,
Mhm.
what the hell is going on here?
So, have you seen Pluribus on Apple?
TV.
Okay,
I haven't
I'll
started
give you the
anything.
elevator pitch, and I won't spoil.
Yeah,
nothing.
no spoilers.
Let's
So,
But it's fascinating.
Reyes Sehorn, who was Kim in Better Call Saul.
Okay.
She's a famous author. She and her wife. Her wife is like her publicist, her manager, whatever. They're on a book tour. Suddenly, they get to the end of a book tour, and something happens to her wife that she has like a seizure. And Reyes Sehorn goes inside to try and get help to like the restaurant. They were outside while her wife was smoking a cigarette. Goes inside to get help and realized everybody in the bar is having the same seizure. And then she goes like looks around and is like, whoa, like everybody in the neighborhood is having this seizure. And so then the seizures all stop. And then suddenly everybody that had the seizure all has the same mind. It's all hive mind. So like it's one of those
like
things.
some Last of Us shit.
So
The very opening is very similar.
it's not
to that.
zombies though.
Zombies,
It's
yeah.
very much like the three of us all have the same thoughts, have the same instincts. There's no like class systems. There's no power systems. I know how to like say you know how to like change a tire. I now know how to change a tire too. Say you know how to
Fly plane.
fly a plane. I
Good
now
chef.
know how to fly a plane.
There's a really good political joke in here that I won't make, but
There's no political parties anymore. Everybody believes the same things. There's no race.
yes, some people want that.
Well, no. So now there's no racism. Everybody thinks the same thing.
Which is very interesting. Except I'm going to make a point to what somebody said in the comments here.
Mhm.
Roberto Rodriguez said Carol is a huge Karen on Pluribus, and from what I've
Yeah.
seen in 2 episodes, he is not wrong. And it makes you think about some dynamics of like race and class. It's very
Mhm.
fascinating. It's very, very fascinainating.
I've never
I've
heard of
enjoyed
it.
it.
What
Throughout the
platform is it
show,
on?
it's on
TV+.
Apple.
Vince
Apple.
Gilligan, who did Breaking Bad, is the creator of it.
The
Oh,
amount of
shit.
times my wife and I have paused the show to be like, wait, so does that mean? And then we just like, there you go, Cat hits a 3. Does that mean blank? And then we talk it out. So there's no sports anymore because I now know what my opponent's gonna do because I also have like there's
This
no
is
what is he gonna
trippy.
throw? Fastball or curveball? No.
What?
I'm also the hitter, I'm also the batter, I'm also the manager.
Which is not, I don't know if I like any of this.
So there's no sports.
I would hate
There's
that.
no movies. You
I'm
know?
curious to see what happens, but God, I would
Yeah,
hate
there's
that.
more I'm so curious
What
to
the
see about.
What was he going through that this was your idea for a show?
It's a trippy show.
It's
I'm through episode 5 and the cliffhanger at the end of episode 5.
I will text you in about.
I
a day or
need
two.
both of you to. Anybody watching?
I will.
Don't
I
spoil it in the chat if you're caught.
was
up.
gonna text you today, and I was like,
But
I'll talk
man
to you
alive,
about this.
episode 5.
But I've loved it. Breaking Bad is
Mhm.
my second favorite show of all time. I did not watch Better Call Saul.
Is it?
Okay.
Breaking Bad is my second favorite.
It's
show.
know that.
It's in my
I know it's
top 3.
first.
It's in
I
my
know it's
top
first.
3.
Yeah, no, but
It's
Breaking
that,
Bad is
The
my
Wire, and Succession.
Wire's
for
number
me.
1. Breaking
Yeah.
Bad is number 2. Succession is 3. So we have the same
I
top
need.
3.
There we go. I need to rewatch Lost because I watched it like when it was live
That's
and haven't
way
watched
too
it
easy.
since.
Not a show I think that's aged as well as I thought.
I don't know. It's old school 2000s network television, so I don't know how to.
Oh wait, so you never watched it?
No, I've watched
Oh,
it.
okay,
I watched
okay.
it live. I'm saying.
Okay,
So I
gotcha.
went through the experience and was disappointed
did
by
I.
the ending, but
Yeah,
I was also
that's another story
like
for another day.
13
Right.
and
Okay.
not having the critical perspective I have now.
I was disappointed
you
too,
know.
and I was in my mid-20s or so.
That
at
was
time.
the first show where I knew what a podcast was because there was like the
Yep.
the theories and the people theorizing week to week of what the island was.
Oh yeah, I was all
I was
into
all
that.
into that, and then at the end, and it's like it's purgatory.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Pluribus,
not
I'm
what you want.
Pluribus.
Defense
if
is
anybody
not,
hears this, check it
not-
out.
Wait, so
Defense hasn't come out well this quarter.
That's
Also, Deuce McBride trying to create.
they
off
called
the-
timeout. They called timeout.
Deuce McBride trying to create off the dribble is continues to be an adventure.
Yeah,
I have another.
he's a better off ball.
I'm sorry.
you know?
I have another,
Yes,
another
he's
question for both of you guys.
he's a quintessential
Mhm.
3 and D
D
guard.
guy.
Bingo.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
agree. Where are you, Andrew?
Wait.
What about
Dude from Brooklyn Nine-Nine is in this. Did I just see that? Oh,
What
what
is
the
it,
fuck?
Percy
Well,
Jackson?
Lin-Manuel Miranda was in it.
I just saw that.
Yeah.
No, thanks.
Pimento,
I-
dude who plays Pimento in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I think was in this ad.
are you down with the Percy Jackson?
No.
Yeah, no thanks. No pass.
Oh, okay. And the Olympian.
I don't know what
Michael
this
Phelps.
is, but all right.
Okay.
Winter
Maybe
Olympics
he's
starting
going to
soon.
swim with the sea dragon.
Listen, I'm in if it's like suddenly Michael Phelps shows up.
Oh man!
What was your question?
Okay, East Blue Juice says we're getting comfortable, so he didn't like the defense,
Yep.
like Bryan said there. But we see these lapses from the Knicks.
Consistency, not an A+ this year.
Shout out Knicks Film School. I got a shout out
You
every
have
like
to.
10 minutes.
You
There
have to. You got it.
Get the
Can
hoodie.
you shout
on
out,
the Knicks Film
shout
School
out
merch
Dylan's
store.
Donuts?
Shout out Dylan's Donuts.
I did not.
And shout out Knicks Film School.
Dylan's
There you go.
Donuts, rest in peace, Jay Dilla.
Rest in peace.
Buy a hoodie.
Does
We
not
have
actually exist, but
Buy a hoodie.
t-shirts.
They're comfortable.
We
If
have
you remember-
beanies. We have gloves. We have everything.
if you remember the
winter.
classic Dunkin' Donuts logo, and if you love hip hop, this is
You
just
get it. Jay Dilla with his donuts.
Yeah.
What I was going to ask,
20-year death
because
anniversary is coming up,
this comes up. That is true.
February 2026.
This is we get a lot of stuff when we do our weekly live show. When we do these shows, Colette comes up a lot.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
Bryan and I in the off season, and Bryan, I would say, was leading more of this. Bryan was like, look, he's got to prove he can stay on the court. He's got to show something here, and particularly on the defensive end. Now, Bryce Brown's
And I think generally the Knicks apparatus on social media is higher on Kolek than I am, is what I would say.
yes, and this is why I asked for you. We also have seen, and I had this conversation with Jeremy Cohen last year before the trade deadline when he came on New York Got Game. And then it was the classics. I don't remember what episode you guys had last year where Jeremy and Macri had a little back and forth.
It was during the season.
During the season. And that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Kolek's gotten some more minutes.
What happened in the back
in the
and
last
forth?
couple of
So the back and
Yes,
forth,
I'll let
and
you
this is a Jonathan Macri thing that if Tibbs said it, it couldn't be wrong. It shouldn't be questioned. So him when Brunson went down, and the Knicks were just like locked into the 3 seed, right?
Yeah.
And the first couple games, Kolek couldn't get off the bench.
Oh yeah, this was
and
March. Okay.
Tibbs was playing
Okay.
7 guys, and it was like Deuce and Campaign are your point guards. And all of us were like, how does Kolek not even get run now? Like, now gather some information. And this is also John, if you're watching, I love you. I brought merch. Okay. I love you. You know,
We love
brother,
you, John.
I love you. Okay. Like, the amount of times, like, I or Benji or literally anybody else in the universe will say, well, no, excuse me, the amount of times I or Jeremy or anybody else in the universe that isn't Benji or DJ will say something. And he's like, wow, you guys just hate Tibbs or whatever the response would be. Then Benji says it a week later, and it's like, Benji said they should give Kolek some minutes. I kind of agree with him.
I got to get on Macri for this.
It's the most annoying thing on the planet.
called
He'll
him-
reply to this.
Yeah.
No.
I've called him out for it.
And
Like,
I've also
it's the
on
first
this
time
show,
you've thought that since we said it a week ago.
I have
you know?
made fun of Macri. The people made fun of you, the Tom
So-
Thibodeau truther, and
Yeah.
all this other stuff.
So that was
So-
the back and forth.
So where are you at with Kolek?
We have an 82 game sample that is about data collection for me. Find out now if Kolek can play. That's where I'm at.
So do you like these 14, 15 minutes
Yeah.
in the last couple games?
While OG's out,
He has to
gather
play.
information. See
Oh.
if he can be your backup point guard.
To be clear, I'm pro him playing for that reason. I'm pro finding out. I just don't think.
I don't know if they have an answer yet.
Like,
I do think he can run a second. There's a lot of good that can happen from time to
That's
time.
gotta be fact.
My I guess where I am is I think yes, you have to give him the opportunity, but shit like this is
Right.
where I'm like, look, in the playoffs, as soon as he steps onto the floor, Detroit or Orlando or Atlanta or Miami or whoever it is, Cleveland, whoever it is, they're gonna see him and be like, all right, let's go there.
To that point, and it's what I was trying to say. Like, I don't know that he's ready to play playoff minutes yet, and it's why what I said earlier. I know my 7. When the rotations have to shorten to become playoff rotations, I have 7 I trust. If you want to throw Gershon out there for 5 minutes, Shamit, what we saw for the first month and a half, he can play. He can play playoff minutes. Clarkson, what we've seen from time to time, you can feel out the game to be like, oh, okay, see if he has it going in the first half. If he doesn't play the second half.
That's fair.
But that's, again, the philosophy change the Knicks had to do this season, which speaks to the coaching change. The regular season is about data collection. Find out if Tyler Kolek can play.
But I do like
find out if you can play zone.
and
right?
I do like that
You
he's
know?
playing though. He should be playing because he's the one that has the clearest pathway to minutes right now. Even though at one point I thought it would be Huck Porty, but for whatever reason he just can't see the floor.
Yeah.
And I would trust Mike Brown there because obviously he knows much more basketball than any of us.
Right. And they get to see him more.
And
than
he
we
sees
do
him more.
too,
And
you know?
for whatever reason, he's more comfortable even in these 6-second spurts or 1-minute spurts with Diawara. Or earlier, we mentioned opening night where he puts in Trey Jameson before ever putting in Ariel Hawk-Porty. So whatever it is,
gotta hit this. This is a huge
and this
thing.
and that's the thing with Tyler Kolek for me is I know he's really good at one specific thing that I love, playmaking, like passing.
Elite passer.
And I think pass first point guard should still exist.
What happened right there?
And
Jaylen Brown.
The lead is gone.
Jaylen Brown sealed him. Jaylen Brown sealed him off, right? And that's a great, smart play by Jaylen Brown to seal off Kolek, who's a much smaller defender. And listen, I can't kill Kolek here. Well, he fronted him actually.
Yeah.
On there, I can't kill him.
This
there.
is
and when you have Clarkson helping, I mean, what like you know, like what do you?
This is what Noah was talking about yesterday. They're whale hunting. They're looking for the spot to kill in the defense, and right now they're going after Tyler Kolek.
And that's you have smart basketball,
right? Because you know how we talk about Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns 1-5, like. Can your defense be really good there? Okay, in this lineup, you have Kolek and Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah,
which is probably worse.
Yeah,
not probably.
Right.
But
so, you have no Mitchell Robinson. You have Jordan Clarkson out there too. Like this is not defensively. You have 2+ defenders in this lineup. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, even so, like they don't have like Mitch out there right now. You know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So like
it's just Hart and Deuce.
Good adjustment.
And they're more so going to be. Josh Hart's going to be on the wings. Deuce is going to be point of attack. They might both be point of attack at different points. But on the interior, you're soft in this lineup.
Shout out to our technical director.
That's good.
That had a lot of arc. How many rebounds is that for Josh Hart?
That's a good point.
3? That's it.
Just to close the loop, like I don't think Kolek has played well these past few minutes.
But that was a big shot.
But I also like that he's getting to play. And that's the philosophy change.
Correct.
Kolek doesn't make the trip to Boston. He's in Westchester right now. Last year,
you're talented enough.
Find out what you have in these games that they're not meaningless, but they don't matter as much as the games that this franchise now has to play.
Another good point you make. Even in that, we saw Kolek come back and hit that runner off glass. But if this, I hate to say this, I'm not trying to bring back Tibbs. If that's Tibbs would have pulled him after that. Play against.
He's getting to play the 5 minutes.
Yeah, and
we're not overtaxing guys in November. December.
Yeah, learn how to play through mistakes. You need to learn that too.
You got to pass out there.
Okay. Come on, Cat.
How do you not hit Josh Hart there on the wing, bro? Like, great defense.
And now the dumb foul. This is a rough Cat game.
Great defense.
Yo, you see, this is the thing that kills me with Cat.
And then he just starts laughing.
And he looks around like, I can't believe they called that. What do you mean you can't believe they called that?
It's the what? It's the what that kills me every time. It's usually like I'll miss to see what the dude. That's a foul. Yeah, my man.
What are we talking about?
What was the foul on opening night where he was like
still insistent, like not? He just waved.
There
his
was
hand.
a foul on opening night where it like happened under the basket, so I didn't see it live. And he's arguing, he's like, "All right, let's see the replay." And it's literally like,
he's like he was hooked.
He was holding someone's arm, not letting him retreat to the corner, and it's right in front of the ref. And it's like, Carl, come on, man.
It just happened. You know what you just did.
We should ask the question, Dex, that we asked that you asked me actually last week when we did our weekly live. We did our weekly live at the end.
What's up?
Do you think?
I don't remember my question now.
It was a great question, but remember, I had an issue with the question, not because of you asking the question, but the fact that the question needs to be asked. Do you think, in terms of depth, do the Knicks need to address more, going back to Kolek, backup point guard, backup wing, or backup big? Like or third string if you want to go that far. But where's the depth?
Josh Hart, that's 4 threes.
You're hot.
Jeez. Backup point guard.
Okay, what's second?
Backup big, but that's because the Knicks, when healthy, have maybe it is backup wing.
I go big. What did I say? Big
wing point guard.
So big is your first.
I think I did big point guard wing.
Okay, maybe it was you. I've heard different things. Like Mensa, I saw him.
I was saying big. I was saying big during the summer. You remember?
Yeah.
Because I was like, look, if you're gonna go double big, like Gerson Yabusele is not a center. I like Gerson Yabusele very much. I like them in Madrid. I like them overseas. He is not a center.
I guess my only counter is like are we turning injuries off? Because when healthy, you have Mitch, you have Cat, and
wow,
that's like a fine center and at times power forward.
I think you need a
rotation.
third because Mitch gets hurt.
Yeah.
If that's the thing, yeah, you need a third center, but that's not backup for me. I don't know if we have a backup.
It's more
point guard at the
depth,
moment.
not backup.
So
depth.
I don't know that we
Yeah.
have a guy I trust when Jalen Brunson sits in the playoffs on the court, like on the roster. I do think we have a guy when Cat sits, when Mitch sits. Like you have looks you can go to. I don't know who can run an offense and be your creator. Now I like what Mike Brown has done. Like okay, now we're gonna let OG take some time as your primary initiator. Now we're gonna let Mikal take some time, but it's why I don't want to turn this into a which backup point guard are you staring at, but
We can talk about that.
Well,
this Clippers situation is fascinating, and if CP3 is looking for a farewell tour,
I don't know if this kind of got underreported, but there was a video I did last week in Brooklyn with Stephen Bondi, and we were talking about Shamit's injury. And he said, look, I'm going to tell you, the Knicks are still looking at a backup point guard. And the name that he had heard from talking to people within the Knicks that they were interested in was CP3. Now, this was days after CP3 announced that he'd be retiring at the end of the season.
right?
I would too if the Clippers beat me down like that.
Look, yeah, well, fair.
Buy him out.
And here's the thing. Bryan knows this. I'm a huge CP3 fan.
Mm-hmm.
Loved it. One of the best point guards we've watched. I think in this role, where the Knicks are right now, kind of don't mind it.
I don't.
He can
It's
give
the
you 10
name
to
I'm
12
staring
minutes.
at right now.
He can give you 10 to 12 minutes. He can run the team.
He can be the Kolek. He could be whatever Yabusele was.
I don't mind it. Is he still great?
And
on
it's
defense
someone
anymore?
that can actually put everybody in their right spot. And
Yeah.
for backup minutes, can he be better than Tyler Kolek?
Yes.
Is the answer.
Can he
The
give
thing-
you
the
10
thing
minutes
is-
a game in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Even with his limitations defensively too now, it's still
I
trusted
repeat,
more than Kolek.
Are those limitations better than Tyler Kolek?
Yes, the answer is
because
That's the answer.
because he'll have instincts.
And
It's why
there goes the
Malcolm.
lead.
Oh my
jeez.
goodness!
There goes
All right.
the lead.
And so going back
Second
to it real
quarter
quick,
of doom.
the reason why I had a problem with the question is because what did the Knicks draft last year? A
A
point guard,
a center,
a wing,
and a wing.
and a center, and you don't know if any of them could play in the playoffs.
I
yet.
have a little bit more bail for last year's draft because, and this is where working with Vicini and the Game Theory pod has helped me.
Shout out to
Like,
James.
I still think Gaudier,
Generationally bad draft though.
I still think
to have
Gaudier
3
could be
picks in that
something,
draft, 3 late picks in that draft.
Not hit on anything.
You were throwing darts at like a quarter, like you weren't even throwing it at the wall. So the fact that the Thunder end up with AJ Mitchell or even a Jamal Shed in Toronto would probably perform better than what we've seen.
Shed's pretty good.
I just think
Yeah.
there was so
Shed's tough.
little of a chance. For, like how many NBA players are actually coming from that draft? So I give them some bail. They're like, let's take these 3 projects. The Pacome thing was largely a money thing. People loved the Kolek pick when it happened, and who knows?
That
It's
is
still
true.
in
I
year
actually like the
2.
Pacome pick.
He's the only one playing.
Yeah, I worry.
But see, this is the thing. This is where you're saying what you're saying, and East Blue Drew was saying this in the chat. If you can let me put it like this.
Mhm.
If by the time we get to the end of next month, the end of January, if there's a world where you're saying, hey, Tyler Kolek can play backup minutes and I trust it in the playoffs, which is I want to be honest, this is a big ask because I agree with the way Andrew put it, right, Bryan? Where it's like you have to look at this, can you play playoff minutes or not?
Yeah.
But if you do get the answer to that and you say yes, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. It is huge, huge, huge. I'm not saying it'll happen. If you don't feel like you can answer that, can you go get a Chris Paul? And what does he cost you? Would I go get a Chris Paul if I'm the Knicks, especially if the rest of the team is humming? This is me saying OG's coming back, everybody's healthy, this team looks good offensively. The defense is, let's say it even stays top 12. Or it's around where it is now, somewhere between 12 and 14. Let's say it's around there. And you're like, okay, what do I need? These Brunson minutes, we're a little scared of this. If you can clean that up with a Chris Paul,
God
get
forbid
it.
he gets hurt again too. Knock on something.
yeah. The Knicks kind of dodged a bullet that. We got to talk about this.
We thought
he was going
it
to be
could
out
be
for like a month.
a couple weeks or something
Oh,
like
Brunson?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They dodged a bullet with that. Do you want to live on the edge with that again?
No.
Wait, we're doing another Anaconda movie?
I also okay. If the Clippers call and it's like, yo, you want Chris Paul? I'll be Lawrence Frank or whatever. Pacome Dadier in a 2nd round pick. Would you do it?
What's the trade? Pacome Dadier and a 2nd for who?
Chris Paul.
Yes. By Pacome. I'll drive him.
Yeah.
Kidding me?
I love it. I will drive this person to the airport. I love it.
I'll
You used
drive
to do
him
this.
Oh, I
to
love this.
LA.
I don't know if I have
road trip.
I don't know if I have a person.
They're
on the
not
team.
gonna play Pacome, so we could take our time getting to LA.
It makes
if
sense
we'd
for the
like to.
Clippers because the Clippers could turn around and be like, yo, the Clippers have no picks and they're about to, I don't know what's going to happen with the Pablo Torre curse, but the Clippers are going to be in some trouble.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they could use any young piece because they don't really have much. So Pacome Dottie actually
That's a
kind of
great
makes
point.
sense with a rebuild.
I don't think Pacome's a. They're doing the second round picks more what they're caring about.
I agree.
Because they're first.
But with
OKC.
Pacome,
Well, no, I just don't think that they would look at Pacome as
somebody
like
that can actually
we're getting a guy.
no,
It's like,
they're doing
you
it
know
more
what?
for
We
the
need picks. We'll take
right.
your
They're doing it more for the pick to match the money also, and because Dottie still has 2 years left of control, where it's like maybe he's a ninth, whatever. You know, my only issue with I guess the Knicks drafting him, having watched him in Europe, because Dex knows I watch a psychotic amount of international basketball. Like right now, World Cup qualifiers are going off, and I'm quite pissed off at the Puerto Rican national team for losing
back-to-back losses to Jamaica,
which is just absolute.
Why do I know this?
A fucking embarrassment. Like an absolute embarrassment.
Why are you not trying to give any respect to Jamaica?
Jamaica's not that good at basketball.
They're coming up.
They're not. They're good. They're better now. But Jamaica's not. They just got into the top.
So mad about this.
Jamaica just got into the top 100. Puerto
know.
Rico's a top 20 team. They haven't missed the World Cup since the early 1980s, and they could by virtue of just losing. Jamaica won both of those games in PR, and Puerto Rico was like, we'll send our C team without a center because Kofi Coburn, whatever, and Kofi Coburn destroys them for 2 games, and they just have a whole bunch of guards, Zakai Ziegler and Gian Clavel and everybody else, just jacking up 3-point shots off the dribble. It was fucking embarrassment. Wow. Anyway, I think with Pacome Dottie, though, if you drafted him to be a 3-and-D guy, the three has never been there. In Europe, G League now, NBA. So if that 3-point shot, which we said looks good, can be something, then so be it. But the fact that OG is hurt and he's still not playing is a little red flaggy to me.
All this talk about how bad Cat has looked at times. He's got 14 points tonight.
Of course.
I don't remember any of those points.
Of course.
I remember the couple in the lane.
I remember the 3 he hit.
And I also remember, I'll tell you what I will remember the most of this in this first half, because Cat's going to get roasted. And you see, someone said Towns destroyed all the momentum. He kind of did with silly fouls. So I don't disagree with that. Watts 39 in the chat. I remember that stupid foul, sticking your leg out, and that's the most memorable thing Cat did in the first half.
He's the Knicks high scorer right now. It doesn't.
It doesn't feel like it.
Oh, jeez, free throws, guys.
Yeah, Knicks missed a free. The Knicks were cruising offensively. You know when this game really turned? If we really think about it, you know when it really turned?
When
Joe Mazzulla decided to do the
hack-a-mitch.
That's what it really turned.
That's why you do it.
Yeah, and that takes you out of rhythm.
That's why we all said it. Like, yo, it's smart. It took them out of their rhythm offensively.
What are they doing?
Got 14 how.
He also shouted out Haiti. Shout out to Haiti. Shout out to Jamaica
they just
too.
Teed up somebody.
Look, no disrespect, but
they tee up Mitch.
Should not have won those games.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
What'd they do?
You shouldn't get teased when you can't.
Is this a double technical?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a double technical. So it's a tech on. Oh no, it's just a tech on Mitch. Oh, it's a delay of game. That's what it is. He punched out the ball after Hugo Gonzalez decided to.
Come on, Mitch. You can't.
Solid defender.
You can't give away points when you can't hit free throws.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that.
We'll see him on the Spanish national team in the World Cup.
Knicks in the bonus?
2 years.
They are not.
All right. So there's no fear of Mitch.
Boston is.
Yeah, but there's no fear of a hack of a Mitch over the next 90 seconds. I give Brown credit. He is trial by fire with Kolek right now.
I like that though. You gotta learn sometimes.
This is how I want the regular season used.
Yeah, this is how you should.
You know
that was my beef I always had with Tibbs, right? Like, it's not. I don't think he's a good coach. I don't think he adjusted to collecting data or information, as you said, through the regular season, and that's what you want to see.
As the roster got better, you needed to adjust to that. And the first couple of years when you were a franchise that needed every win possible,
made sense.
I was with it. You know what? I'm with it, Tibbs. I haven't seen a 50-win season since the 90s. Well, I've seen one 50-win season since the 90s. Now this team.
Oh boy.
All right, 5-point game.
The Knicks have been cooked.
They have
Brown in this quarter.
I think just as a whole, they've been run off the court in the second quarter.
Plus minus isn't everything.
But
Kolek is a -16.
yeah, he's been on the court for this full
for this
collapse.
full
Yeah, this whole
like,
turnaround.
And it's funny. I don't think he's played -16 bad.
That's good defense.
I don't think he's played good.
No, I wouldn't say that either.
Or well, I should say.
So this is what I'm talking about, the physical.
Man, I thought that could have been
This is what I'm talking about, the physical.
He was the one in the
defense
2-on-1
that takes the
there.
Knicks out of the game. That the Knicks couldn't run a single action. It just went Jalen Brunson ISO, and he tried to take on Hugo Gonzalez, and it leads to a turnover and a fast break the other way.
Look at Kolek here.
No, that's a play before.
Oh,
But so the play before, yeah.
This one.
This
no,
one.
it's here where he just gets. He's just what's he gonna do? He's like, I'm gonna
He's
try.
moving-
I'm gonna
he's
try to
moving
draw the
his feet.
charge.
Moving his feet either. Anyway, the Knicks now down 7. They were up 14, guys.
They can't.
14.
They can't put together 4 quarters against a
They
respectable
haven't
team
yet.
yet.
We've talked about some of their
No.
best. The best quarters were the first half against Memphis, the second half against Minnesota. You could probably say, I mean, Toronto the other night.
Second
first
half
quarter
against
was
Milwaukee.
really good. Second half against Milwaukee was really good.
And then yeah,
The
first
first
quarter-
half
quarter
in the
and-
other Milwaukee game.
yeah,
also,
first half
too.
and the other
In the
Milwaukee.
first
That was
one.
good too.
And then the second half was terrible.
Yeah.
Because
Toronto, I'll say maybe mid-third quarter on was really good for them, but to
Toronto
start the game,
had 2 major absences.
I
in
thought that
one.
might trend toward like a major blowout, that Toronto game.
Me
And
too.
then the
Also
rest
true.
of the game went the way it did.
they were missing RJ Barrett a lot. It's not even a joke.
Second
Like,
night of a back-to-back.
not even a joke.
Yeah.
RJ Barrett's been really good.
No,
this
their
year.
offense looks very different without RJ. They have no rim pressure.
And then
Yeah.
they took it to Charlotte, who they're weird. They're talented, but they're weird.
Charlotte looked like it was the night before Thanksgiving.
yes,
They looked very ready to,
just relax.
They get Charlotte-
just like, I got family in town.
Knicks get
Let's-
Charlotte again tomorrow, and Brandon Miller is already out, which is a little interesting given that he missed last game and that wasn't a back-to-back. So he may actually be injured, but
What
don't
are
know.
the plus minuses?
Plus minuses. All right, here we go. Cat +6, folks.
yeah.
Josh
He hasn't played
+7.
plus 6 minutes.
Yeah. Miles McBride, also +6. Brunson and Bridges -2. The rest
Yeah.
of the team in the negative and the plus minus. -9 for Yabu, -13 for Mitch, -12 for Jordan Clarkson, and -16.
Oh,
you
Josh,
mentioned.
shoot that.
Yeah, he
Oh.
stepped out too because he
Shovel
didn't
his
shoot
feet,
it.
yeah.
I heard a really interesting trade proposed. It doesn't involve the Knicks, but it involves a former Knick and someone I just mentioned.
Who? RJ?
No, we did buckets the other night. I wasn't on this time, but Matt Moore suggested a LaMelo Ball for Julius Randle trade.
Why?
I've heard
Why?
that.
Why
put
would
out
Minnesota
there.
do that?
Because they need a point
They
guard.
need a point guard.
Why would? Where's the point guard? Where's the point guard in that situation?
LaMelo.
Where's the point guard in this
LaMelo's a
situation?
point guard.
Where's the point
Look,
guard
I
in
don't
that
know if you want to
situation?
invest in LaMelo Ball.
No.
I don't know
But-
if you want to invest in a LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards backcourt is more.
I think
where I'm
Ant.
going.
I think
I
Ant.
think Anthony Edwards will kill that man.
Yeah.
I think Ant actually could play well with him.
Great pass, but
I think it makes a lot of sense for Charlotte though in the short term.
again. Y'all said y'all want a point guard. I'm like, where's the point guard?
Well, I don't know where else are they
You
getting.
don't think LaMelo's a point guard?
I think
I think he's a guard that's a lead guard
Okay.
but has 0 point guard discipline. Have you seen that man's shot selection?
I
Yeah,
think
I-
yeah,
But
but I
that's where, like, I still think his gravity draws for others.
Do you like LaMelo Ball?
I think I don't know that he's a winning player just yet.
me neither.
I
But
do
I'm
want
not a
to
fan of
see
LaMelo.
him not be surrounded by the tanking Hornets.
This is the best roster he's
Ooh.
had in a few years.
And it hasn't been
But they've-
together.
but they've
'cause,
been-
like
but
Brandon
they-
Miller was
right,
hurt, LaMelo
right.
then got hurt. So like
Right.
You
I,
like?
I bet they're over
That guy
again.
hates
not-
LaMelo more than I do.
believe me, I know, and it's very what I said. I don't know that he's a winning player.
Yeah.
There's some underlying numbers that say the attention he draws can lead to
They're better with him on the court.
like
know?
to being productive. I do want to like that. That's a lot to be like. We're gonna the way we're gonna try and win a championship with Ant Edwards is
Yeah.
get LaMelo Ball.
I
so
agree.
that's where.
But it's
I would have
it's
hesitation.
interesting though.
I agree. With
I
that.
mean,
That's more the hesitation. It's not like he's not a point guard.
that's one of those.
You know?
If
okay,
Ant,
that's fair.
that's one
I
of
think
those
that's
where
fair.
if
Can I
Ant,
tell you the point guard I want them to go get
Who?
if I'm Minnesota? That he's in Portland right now. Go get Drew Holiday.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, and
I,
to
but
be
I think
clear,
Portland wants to be competitive for the
well, so
time
when
being.
they're eventually not,
But they have to
like You
they have to trade Drew at some point. I like that for them.
I don't know if they have to.
So I
'cause
gotta be honest.
they might just want to make the play in, and they have a shot.
So what's weird is you're right, because the plan might be a 35-win team in the West this year.
Yeah, we thought
After
it was going to be
everybody
like that
thought
in the East.
Yeah.
I also think with LaMelo, look, speaking of the 2024
Knock it down,
draft
Josh.
class, he's cooled off a little bit. Speaking of the 2024 draft class, if you had Tijon Salon playing minutes,
get that up. Come on.
Oh wow.
then you'd take a lot of silly shots too. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. All right. Knicks down 6 at the half.
Second
I
quarter,
think they're fortunate considering
37-20 in the second quarter.
Yeah, it felt like 37-20 too.
That's got to change.
Yeah.
And remember, they've been a good third quarter team this year, but not a good fourth quarter team this year. In plus minus on average. So
I like that Drew Holiday to Minnesota. Got me thinking.
So I gotta be honest, my Drew Holiday agenda started when the Knicks were 2-3. Because you know what matches up perfectly salary-wise? Mitch and Josh for Drew Holiday. Now, I've since moved on because Josh Hart remembered how to play basketball. And Mitch decided he was going to play basketball this year. But man, if you're looking to put, you're telling me Wingstop, it's OG, McKell, and Drew Holiday next to Cat and Brunson.
Yeah.
You want to try and make a defense work with both of them on the court? Put three of the best.
I have a lot of respect for Drew Holiday.
And now Deuce McBride is Drew Holiday. You want to talk about a point of attack defender that you could have Wingstop up? You see the vision. Now, to be clear, I don't want to do this. It is just if the Knicks wanted to, if Josh is really going to be like we were worried about his shoulder and how his finger was like made a left, so there were other concerns at the time. I have since been like, I'd rather have the depth of Mitch and Josh for this season. But should things go a certain way and Drew Holiday is available, that's a man on an extension. You have him next year. You're going to be a second apron team anyway.
And like he'll know his role for his age.
Bingo.
I think that's the thing I like too. Now call him home. All right. We're going to do what we do at halftime. Still rock with us, everybody. We see everybody in the chat. East Blue Drew, I hear you there. We got Andrew Claudio with us of Knicks Film School.
Buy merch. Knicks Film School.
Get that Knicks Film School.
KnicksFilmSchool.com.
If you want, you can go get it there. Go support KFS. They always support us. We appreciate them. We'll be back with more in the second half. We're going to take a break. We're going to stretch our legs, get some water, get some snacks. All that stuff will be back here on New York Got Game Knicks Live Watch Party.
Boom. Reggie Miller sucks.
You heard that? That was Andrew
Sorry.
Claudio. Oh, East Blue Drew told us before they have to get some liquor. Unfortunately, there was no liquor here at East Blue Drew. I hope you poured yourself a drink. That would be nice for you.
I don't drink, but y'all could drink for me.
Yeah. So that's it. No drinks here. This is just tea in my cup. This is just clear water. That's it. That's all we're getting. All right. Knicks down 8 here in the third quarter. Can they come back? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say the Knicks have a comeback in them.
It's not.
I don't like how this is trending. I will say that.
Yeah.
Celtics have completely taken them out of their game. Although they're running it now. That's a good look.
That's a good rebound.
That
wow.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's a double-digit.
We both looked at Cat guarding Jaylen Brown and just like, oh, no. Yeah.
That's how you know you watch a lot of Knicks basketball.
Like, I know how this ends. They're collapsing, and Josh is going to have to keep making them pay. That's going back the other. Oh, no, they actually gave Cat a foul call.
If you guys clip that, let me know.
Yeah.
That's so – that.
Saw Cat guarding Jaylen Brown, and just we both knew. Yeah.
Let me see if I could find my –
This was a 14-point Knicks lead at one point.
See if I can find my quarter trends.
McCall for 3, and we're back. Okay. This is why the Knicks won't be out of it. They're going to take enough threes to try and match the variance.
The Knicks,
Sounds like the Celtics.
The Knicks average.
That's literally why the Celtics variance.
The Knicks average third quarter margin this season is plus 2.3, tied for 5th in the NBA, which is great. In the fourth quarter, they're plus 0.3, which is just 14th.
Is that
they were 20th
adjusted
before.
For garbage time?
It was 20th before. This is not.
Okay.
Now garbage.
That's
time,
the only thing I wonder is how many times like the guys that can't play let a 22-point lead.
So it's been
15.
It's been better lately, but also they've had more garbage time lately.
Right.
So actually, I don't think they've been a good fourth quarter team. This was a problem last year. It was the same thing. If you look at the trends, it's like pretty good start, good in the second and third, and then the fourth it just fell off. And we all thought, or many of us thought, oh, Tibbs is running them to the ground, perhaps. And this year it's kind of the same thing. So I think it's a personnel issue. For whatever reason. That was a little quick. I don't hate it, but that was a little quick. Oh.
He was open. I have no issues with it.
Yeah.
He was open.
Back up to 9. I hit the Knicks money line to see if they.
I didn't end up betting on Payne
live
Pritchard,
money
by
line?
the way.
Yeah. I was trying to get some good vibes here.
Josh Hart only has 4 rebounds. That's a travel.
Cat.
Yeah.
By the way, in shocking NBA news today, Zion Williamson will miss an extended period of time.
Whoa.
Remember, Dex, when we did pods back in the day, and I was like, I kind of think RJ Barrett's going to have a better career than Ja and Zion because injuries.
That's been true.
And he's not the best player of the 3, but he's the most dependable on a night-to-night basis, even though he's hurt right now, but it's very short-term.
Pods or show was just, I'm sure Andrew remembers this too, as the Knicks are now down 11 again. There were shows just a couple of years ago where Knicks fans were asking for the team to trade for Zion Williamson.
Oh, the first year at Tibbs, it was like, this Julius thing is fun. When can we pair him with RJ?
The Knicks are not the team.
And then we got Cam Reddish, and it was like, oh, we need to get Zion now. We get all 3 together.
I also don't know why anyone's trading for him with like if you're New Orleans, like his contract has a lot of outs. You can get out of it like this year. If you want, like you don't have to. He's not signed for a long-term amount of money that's guaranteed.
Well,
yeah,
they shouldn't have made that trade for them, but that's another story.
My philosophy with Zion for a while now, or at least my projection with Zion, has been you got to start looking at his career like Grant Hill.
Wow.
Eventually, Grant Hill found his way to a role player, less gravity, less importance, less minutes.
I kind of rock with this,
but like that's where he's gonna have to go be like. I can go be your 4, but you have everything else established. I'm playing 20 to 25 minutes. I'm probably going to miss 20 to 25 games. The All-NBA All-Star conversation is out because my body won't let me have it, but that's where his career is headed.
So by the end of the decade, he's either going to be a Laker, a Heat, or a Celtic.
Yeah, but that's the role. Like a team
Yeah.
that's
Be like a
already
really good
established,
role
and he's just a
player.
role player.
Or a Spur. Like he's a role
playing
guy next to Wemby.
Next to Wemby. Yeah.
Assuming
I
Wemby's
can see
even
that working though.
assuming Wemby's even
Yeah,
healthy.
I
at
can
that
see
point.
literally the three of us would do well next to Wemby. That's how Wemby's gonna end up being.
I could still throw a lob. I could still put up a floater.
That I could absolutely throw it that high. He's got to throw it up. It's going to be within range.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm intrigued in this game.
Harkoff
As the
out
Knicks
there.
are trying to fight. They got it back down to 6 and
Down
went back to
11.
11.
Yeah.
When Mitchell Robinson comes back in, does Mazzulla do the Herb stuff?
Yes.
And
I think you got to be strategic about how you use Mitch.
Or do the Knicks wait?
You wait until 2 minutes left,
Right.
and then
That's literally what I was
you
gonna
go
say,
to
Yep.
Mitch to start the fourth before you're in the bonus.
Yep.
good defense.
I think you nailed
There you go,
it.
Cat. Oh,
Damn,
no,
he
Cat.
knocked this shit.
Now, I guess my follow up to that, because I agree 1,000%. But
Mhm.
could the Knicks afford to manage it that way?
Against this team, they force you to.
Yeah.
You know?
I think more teams will start doing that as the season goes on.
See, we didn't see it last year. I think because like the Knicks pivot is then just
God,
Good
one of the
take.
biggest
There you
differences
go.
with Bridges.
That would have been a fadeaway
So
last
much
year.
more
Last year, I
aggressive.
couldn't
So
stand
much
the
more
fadeaways.
the
Nobody-
fadeaway layups.
Oh my god.
I looked at the Iron Man streak so much differently with the fadeaway layups last year.
You're like, oh, you've been avoiding.
I was like, oh, that's why. Literally, anybody goes up, you're just let me lean back. Lean back.
Yeah, word to Fat Joe.
Yeah,
I
terror
don't.
squad.
I don't know.
Oh my
Jeez.
goodness.
Up, offensive foul.
Was it?
Yep, you got Brunson.
And it was before the shot.
Yep, went
I
back the
don't
other
know
way.
what-
You got Brunson.
I don't know who told
What are those
Bridges what, but
tattoos on Pritchard's
he's just been
hands?
so much more aggressive. And I
Mhm.
love it. Yeah, fouls before the shot.
Yeah.
He got Brunson. That's right.
Okay, it's on Pritchard.
Watch the hit. Still in his
Brunson was watching him the entire way.
Yeah,
You see
that's
his
also
eyes?
not even a Brunson. Pritchard just runs him over.
Yeah, that's true.
Pritchard got up like Cat. Like, I didn't do that.
All right. Get it down to 7. Just go 2 at a time, fellas. Thanks, Reggie.
What's this for?
How much do you love Reggie Miller?
He's my favorite player to hate.
Oh, there you go. Do you have a second? Do you have a second favorite player to hate?
His name is Joel Embiid.
Oh, yes. Oh, I don't know why I asked this.
Mhm.
Makes sense.
Oh man,
Look at Clyde.
Clyde with the fly suit.
They shouted him out.
Gotta be
too.
honest, Trae Young is nowhere near that list.
Because
He was
Yeah.
a bottom 5 guy
because
for me.
Trae Young plays well and embraces the troll in a way of like it's not as threatening.
Mhm.
So I kind
He's
of
also 7-20 in his career against the Knicks.
yeah.
He's just
7-20.
Yeah, you want to add the playoffs, so he's 11-21. I'm so afraid.
Now, I'd be more afraid of that team without him. To be fair,
That's the other part. Oh no, I gotta watch Dyson Daniels and Nikhil
They
Alexander
might be
Walker.
evaluating their team and saying like
Mhm.
do
Might
we
be.
still need
Listen,
him?
So that's where
I've never been a Trae Young guy. as
That's
you
where I
know.
thought you were gonna go with the Minnesota
Wolves?
needs a point guard.
No,
The
I don't
Wolves.
think.
There you go, Jalen.
I don't think it's
And
Trae.
there's your 5 out right there.
I don't
Rim's
think
wide
it's.
open.
I don't think it's Trae.
All right, down to 7.
I think LaMelo. I would go LaMelo before
Oh,
Trae.
God.
Honestly,
I understood.
because Trae, you have to extend now. LaMelo at least has a couple years 3 years on his contract after this year,
I don't like
and I
that.
think LaMelo
Good
could be
defense.
redeemable.
I really
All
like that
right,
Drew
Deuce
Holiday.
point of attack.
Uh-oh.
Oh, jeez.
That's off.
Cat.
How many missed box outs was that this year? This game.
That's
This
3.
game. This year there's a bunch, but this
I
game.
was like, this year.
Be better, Carl Anthony, please.
Oh boy,
I do like Kata though.
All right, Cook.
I agree. I liked Kata. We're not seeing any Chris Boucher. I thought we'd
Ooh,
see
had
more
him
of him this
dancing.
year.
Short.
Off shooting night for Brunson.
Yeah. Very important when your offense is
Bang that.
inconsistent. That's
That's different Mikal
Again,
this year.
he was fading away.
He is
Little
forcing
Euro?
contact.
is that a
this year.
Euro or travel?
That was not a travel. I think
All
because
right, down 7.
I got to look at that again.
I got-
he got
that
on the
was a
right
nice
foot,
move.
and I thought he done.
It looked awkward. He might have turned it into a NBA lifestyle pro hop.
Oh God, get that. Triangle.
Really wonder what it was in the water last year that he just like seemed very. I don't want to put it all on Tibbs because there's some of that's on him too. That there's this big a shift.
Can I give you his
know?
free throw rate this year compared to
Yeah,
last
we
year?
Completely
talked
different
about this
player.
all the time last year. How this free throw rate and
I hate that, by the way.
Oh
hate it
my
so
God.
much.
I don't know
What?
why
He's on Basketball Reference. How they
the
put
menu on the
the menu
side
on
that
the
they
side.
added.
I hate it so much.
Don't
I
like
don't
it
know
either.
why they
Okay,
did that.
people at Sports Radar who make that, change it back. And while you're at it, talk to the people that switched up the ESPN box score too, because that I have no idea where anything is.
I've
in the
gotten
ESPN
used to it
box
now
score.
in the last 2 weeks.
They keep changing it.
Yeah,
They changed it again.
First points were all the way to the left. Now points were second on the column. Then points were all the way to the right. Now offensive rebounds are all the way to the right.
Oh, now minutes are before points now.
Yep.
I didn't realize it.
I'm fine with
Yeah, how
that.
many times I've been looking at it and it's like, wait, Tyler Kolek is 14 points.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, those are his minutes.
So
I do think like you can't. Offensive and defensive rebounds should be before rebounds or right after rebound.
Yep.
after
Be next to
rebound.
Very
rebound.
annoying.
Either
Yeah,
one.
after rebound.
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably. And then you could do like everything else the way it is. I think
So
that's fine.
it's funny because I remember when
Mikal
they
Bridges'
first
free
made the
throw
change-
rate, by the way,
yeah.
is
Oh, I think it should be before, by the way.
rebounds.
Offensive and defensive.
they just got to be
then
next
rebounds.
to each other. Just
They
be
should be
next to
together.
each other.
So
That's
I
not a
look
large
at it
part.
like a math equation because you're literally adding your
6 and
offensive
3 is
and
9.
defensive. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's how just my brain does it that way.
Yeah, because
you know?
then you could look at Mitchell Robinson and see 6, and you're like, oh, okay, 6. Offensive rebound.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
You know,
That's fair. Okay, I
Um,
switched my take. on it.
his free throw rate is down now compared to where it was earlier,
Yeah.
but it's still much better than last year. It's .146. Last year was just .100.
Yeah.
So
I'll take it. I was gonna say with this whole
Still
thing
low.
and changing the box score. I
Mhm.
remember one of the first Knicks games I was at, and I was complaining I didn't like it, and I was sitting with Chelsea Sherrod from SNY, and she was like, I said, "Yo, I'm so used to the points being at the end," but she's like, "No, points is the first thing you want to see, so I don't have a problem with it being at the front." So I started.
no,
getting
I want to
used
see
that.
minutes first.
I want to see minutes first.
I want to see minutes.
I think
first.
it's a comfort thing. Like I
very.
I got used to something for decades. Like,
But can
you
I
can't
ask,
just change it and be like, oh, by the way, we
Bryan,
changed something.
what's the question I ask when things like this happen? What's the number one question I ask when this happens?
What?
Who asked for this?
That's what I ask. Who asked for this?
They redesigned the font, which is usually when you redesign something, you change the font. Redesigning the column is too much.
Font doesn't mean you have to change
It's
the
too much
organization.
change
of
in my
anything.
life. You
Can
know what
Who
you
asked
should
for this?
do for this cold decision? You should warm yourself up with a Knicks Film School. Go to the Knicks Film School merch store. Happy holidays from Knicks Film School. It's on the Knicks Film School website. By the way, I'm here at the Post. Speaking of hoodies. Okay, so there was a tweet that I saw yesterday
Uh-oh.
that I'm going to ask you guys to answer for on behalf of the New York Post.
This might not be good.
Okay,
Let's see.
from the New York Post.
I hope it's sports related.
Northeast set to be blasted by most extreme cold on Earth before Christmas. On Earth,
Can I say something?
Antarctica exists.
I have to be the person to respond to this.
Okay.
For people who don't know, for 3 years of my career before this job, I was a national weather reporter.
Really? I
For
didn't know
AccuWeather.
that.
Yeah.
Those are some
Okay.
interesting conversations
know that.
we had. Yes, he was.
So-
He was at AccuWeather,
Here's what I'm
and
gonna say.
On Earth?
I'm gonna say this.
he has a lot of hurricane experience
And winter storm experience.
and winter storm
Okay.
experience.
That headline is quite ridiculous.
Okay, just making sure.
Now I'm not gonna mess my money up, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. But that headline on Earth, what? Can you read that headline again?
It'll
I
get
wanna
you
make sure.
though. It'll get you.
I bookmarked it. Northeast set to be blasted by, in quote, most extreme cold on Earth before Christmas.
I mean,
All
look,
right,
time will
unless-
tell.
Unless most extreme cold is
If we're a month from now and
Time will tell.
my bones are frozen
most extreme cold,
and we look
on
like
Earth?
Jack Nicholson at
If
the
they
end of
just
The
said most
Shining.
extreme cold in the region in history, that could be.
I mean,
possible.
that
Mhm.
that
Does
could
anybody
be.
remember the polar vortex
got-
in
you gotta-
2019?
you gotta
Well, I
click-
did,
Yes.
I was outside
You got to
coverage.
click the article and find out.
That's what they looked
Something
at.
happened in Chicago that made us
Yes.
forever remember what the
Yes.
polar vortex
By
was.
the way,
Yeah.
some trivia.
Yes, yes, there is.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yes.
talking
I do.
about.
Can I ask you who do you
At the
think
Subway.
Yes.
season who do you think this season leads the Knicks in win shares per 48 minutes?
Mikal
Josh Hart,
Bridges.
It's Mikal Bridges.
Mikal Bridges. That makes sense. I actually would have went OG, but I guess he's missed too much time. Oh, he's at per 48.
Per 48. Per
That's
48.
got to be his new stocks numbers. Jeez,
Mikal .196, which is not a bad number. At
they're gonna
all.
have to figure out a way to get some stops.
No, they can't stop anybody.
Yeah,
right
they
now.
can't stop anybody, right? Yeah, for real.
I mentioned that because Mikal Bridges was nowhere near the top last year. He's more than doubled his win shares per 48.
All right,
this year.
Deuce.
God,
Dude, it was a little short.
floater there,
Mm.
no?
Man,
Nah, I don't know if you need to.
I'm okay with a
That's
pull-up.
fine. That was a good 15
you just missed
footer.
it. Yeah.
Just short.
This is also, I don't know how many floaters he's taking.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah, we haven't. You know how we've been so into this game? I don't even know where Josh Hart is in his double-double, triple-double watch.
There you go. Good look, Jalen.
Mikal Bridges is cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Someone must have told us something on the bench.
Mikal Bridges is always looking to say something back to someone on the bench, and I'm here for it.
Win shares per 48, second on the team, Mitchell Robinson, who was first on the team last year in the limited minutes.
You have a pivot fade account?
I do not.
Okay. I was going to say, pivot fade isn't so far ahead. Like, it usually lines up with the game feed.
I
yeah.
have to do that.
So that way you
could.
Ooh,
yeah. That's why I get spoiled by the ESPN feed.
Another pull-up.
Like, I know the Knicks are about to hit a 3 because of the ESPN feed ruining things.
Yes.
Another pull-up fee for
oh, and it's Mikal. Stay hot,
Mm.
Mikal. All right.
Derek White, Mikal Bridges, going shot for shot. Were
Mikal
they in the same
Bridges-
draft?
Mikal,
It was Derek White 16. I think both might have been 7.
So Mikal is 18
He's 18, so no.
because he
Derek
came
White.
right after Kevin Knox.
That's right, Derek.
Hate to say, I know everybody that was drafted after Kevin Knox.
Oh,
I'm sure you do.
Yeah,
can you?
that's
what's-
that's just a 6 shot. Jalen Brown is cooking.
What's
right
the
now.
list after Kevin Knox?
So Kevin Knox goes 9. Mikal Bridges goes 10.
Oh my God.
SGA,
Yep, I knew that was next.
Miles Bridges,
Miles.
Michael Porter Jr.
Mhm.
There's a
There's like a Clippers
there's
pick that didn't.
well, so the
pan out.
the 2 Clippers picks, one of them didn't matter. The other one was SGA. But yeah, like most importantly, a bunch of wings that play the same position as Kevin Knox. Mensa has the greatest line. Like the Knicks did all that draft work to watch Kentucky and decided to take SGA's teammate Kevin Knox. Like they didn't actually
That's a
look at
great
all
point.
all that tape and
That's a
see
great
SGA. They were like, look at his teammate.
We'll always have
Shout out
Kevin
to
Knox's
Mensa.
summer league experience.
Yeah, the late second quarter where he hit like 4 threes.
Wait, but were you a believer in Kevin Knox? Like we asked about Frank Miller.
I was
'Cause
way
I was
more
not a
than
believer.
Frank
I was not.
until like late 2019.
I think I remember.
Late, like after the Porzingis injury, after the Porzingis trade, where it was like, oh, he can't guard anybody. Like, wait a minute. Like,
I think I remember telling you when we worked at St. Francis that I believed in Damian Dotson more than Kevin Knox.
I do remember
I was part of the Dotson hive. Yeah.
I was not a believer in Kevin Knox when they drafted him. I didn't like that pick. I didn't like it at all at the time. But sometimes we get things wrong. So I believed in Frank Ntilikina. So what do you know? Jeffrey Cohen's still waiting on that dinner.
Still waiting. The worst part about the Frank thing to me, and if you're playing full Monday morning quarterback, the pick in the moment I wanted was Dennis Smith Jr. I'll never get over.
You did not
the
like,
fact,
yeah, you didn't like Moutier either.
No.
Well, so I'll never go over the fact that Phil Jackson had Donovan Mitchell in a practice in a workout and he fell asleep.
I actually wanted Donovan Mitchell.
Mhm.
I will say that he remembers. Brian remembers. I'm not lying about this. I was anti-Moutier, which a lot of y'all wanted,
Mhm.
and I was anti-Dennis Smith Jr.
Because athleticism, this is my worry about AJ DeBansa, who looks, he's better than those guys, to be clear, as a prospect. But he's a hyper athlete whose shooting it looks good this year, but it's also very limited
not
volume.
my kind of player.
It's college.
So after Kevin Knox, Mikal Bridges goes 10, SGA goes 11, Miles Bridges goes 12, Jerome Robinson is
That's the one. Yep.
outfit.
Wizards
goes
legend.
13. Michael Porter Jr. 14. Then you go further down. DiVincenzo at 17. Herter at 19.
Great.
Grayson
Yes.
Allen at 20. These are NBA players.
Still in the league.
Like then you go further down.
Grayson's
you
one of the best
got,
shooters in the league.
Anthony Simons, Mo Wagner. Shout out Landry Shamet.
That's a better draft than people give credit for in terms of solid NBA players. In this.
You add in,
17
especially when you go down to 33 and go Jalen Brunson,
Yeah.
17
Mitchell Robinson,
17 to
Gary
like
Trent
20
Jr.
had a stretch.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like
so
a-
there's good
pretty
NBA
drafts.
players in there.
And last in this draft, Costas Antetokounmpo.
What a pick.
Yeah.
Not even the worst Antetokounmpo, brother.
Oh, tomorrow's the tree lighting.
Oh,
Down
is
the
it?
street.
Okay.
I want to be nowhere near here.
All right, good. I need to remember the good times
Oh,
because this
what
has
a night.
not gone well.
What a night.
tonight.
We could not believe they won that series.
No, nobody could. Nobody could.
What was your prediction for that series?
Celtics in 5.
Same.
Celtics
Same.
in
Yeah.
6.
You had 6, I had 5.
Yeah, give the Knicks
They hadn't
2
beaten
games.
them all year. That's why when they won game 1, my belief in their chances to win didn't really start until no. I gotta be honest. Until the Tatum injury.
Oh, really? It was
Like-
game 2 for
Yeah,
me.
Because
so
game-
like-
So by game 2, I was like, wait a minute. Now they're actually in the driver's seat to win. And then game 3 went the way it was like, all right, so this is how I expected the series to go. They're going to get run off the court. And people forget they were down 15 midway through in game 4, midway through the third. But then they came back and won.
Oh boy!
And it was like, all right, now you have 3 to win 1. I love our chances. When Tatum went down, and this is where I'll shout out my friends over at Fanatic Sportsbook. That's when we noticed the Knicks are now favored to win the series. It was the first time they were favored to win the series, all series. And I think it's because of the Tatum injury. Like I don't think it's because they were up 3-1.
Right.
Know?
Once that happened, they were like the Knicks were winning that game regardless.
Right. It's not that I thought they might
point.
lose the game. It's the series then became now they just have to beat the Celtics once without Tatum, which is not as tall a task as we thought it going into the series.
To pass there.
Cat.
He can't get under control.
He's not passing out of the post
Bridges
tonight.
Was wide open.
He's missed like four different times we've called 3-4 times we've called it out.
Now you're on rotation because of that.
Wide open 3. You're lucky.
Hugo Gonzalez good from 3?
Nah. He wasn't very.
So I'm good leaving Hugo.
In Europe, he wasn't very good.
Bang that. All right.
Okay.
Get back.
He probably will be a decent shooter at some point.
Keep this to 6.
But right now he's.
Yeah.
I didn't know his numbers specifically.
In Spain, he barely played.
That's not a foul. All right.
Spain, he barely played. So, this quarter hasn't been great, but it hasn't been awful.
And I guess he's only made 1 sub.
The Knicks have cut it to 6
been
twice.
Josh Hart.
Yeah, notice he does not want to go. Come on, Mikal.
And Mitch is at the scores table, so he's waiting for 2 minutes.
Celtics.
So it's literally what I said. They're going to wait until 2 minutes to bring Mitch in. And then he'll play until they're in the bonus in the fourth quarter.
Celtics tie for 6 in fourth quarter margin.
Hold him.
This year.
Hold him.
So Boston's been better closing. That's a foul.
Flop.
Jeez.
Knew they were going to call that. Was it a flop?
Yes. To be fair, McBride had fouled him before that. He was holding him a little bit before that. You got to pass right there. You have to look. Oh, sorry, that was
he's also he might. It's just a weak attempt too. Like he's at the rim.
Now this was more under control than I thought it was.
He headbutted Jaylen Brown too.
All right.
Kolek time.
Oh. Sorry, that was just a natural reaction.
Come on, you got some belief in your boy Kolek.
I believe he should get minutes. I don't believe he's. You know what? Show me something, kid. Show me something.
He'll be 25. He'll be 25 in March.
I'll be 38 next year. He's a child. Show me something, kid.
Yo, it's nice when somebody tries to say.
Wait, when next month?
Next year.
Oh,
next year.
What?
August,
next year.
August. Yeah. I'll be 38.
Because I'm 32 next month.
Oh, okay.
Nobody's looking at Hauser. That made me so nervous.
That was a nice move.
The Knicks get it to 6 and is right back up. Oh man.
Jaylen Brown an all-star this year?
Probably, right? Easily. Yeah. He might start.
Oh, that's a good block.
He might start.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
What's interesting is I saw the campaign start working yesterday. Is Brunson might not start and Cat might start. Because they might go Maxey Cunningham.
Cade, yeah,
for the 2 guards.
Which I get, honestly.
I would like Tyrese Maxey to.
He had that man dancing.
Jeez. That Jaylen Brown's cooking right now.
He likes that shot.
He had Mitch dancing.
He's got 37?
37? I thought he had like maybe 28.
He's got
this quarter. He's
got 15 this quarter.
He had 16.
He's got a path to 50. Jaylen.
That was a terrible pass.
Rough
Jaylen.
Brunson game.
There's Derek White's defense. Wow.
All right. And this is Kolek in the game.
Next largest deficit of the game. 15.
Say what you want about the frustrating Cat moments. They've fallen apart when him off the floor tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like game they're down 15, he's +4.
Yeah, I mean, look,
they have fallen apart with him off the floor tonight.
Again, I think
gotta pop this, guys. Somebody has to take a 3. Thank you.
Kolek time.
Glad he shot
There's
it.
a rebound.
Josh.
Oh my God!
Just gave away a rebound.
I don't think that counts.
Rough Josh games since the first quarter.
He started off 4 for 4.
No, he still has 6 rebounds.
Yeah.
The Knicks, this is a disappointing quarter because they
This
got it to
is-
6.
I just saw the score by
This is
accident.
Mitch in space. This is not okay. You're doubling him.
This is going to end well.
Oh
And it does
no,
not.
guys.
Flashbacks to last year's regular season on that.
Well, here's the thing, guys. Maybe they just need to get down 20 and then they'll come back.
This is literally what happened last year. Jeez.
This feels like Game 5.
I do feel like Boston's doing less dumb shit this year. Where like last year, sometimes Tatum would make them too ISO heavy.
Yeah,
They're doing less your turn, my turn now.
You know what I don't like about this? Any of this? And look, I'll give Boston credit because they've had some good wins recently. They beat Detroit, they beat the Cavs.
They won 6 of 8.
But they're going to start believing they're good, and they're not that good.
I don't think they're that bad though. I think they're.
No, I don't either.
I took their over. I thought they were like a 42-win team.
I took their under.
I said
Yeah.
Noah said she predicted them for 45 wins. I heard her say that, which I'm like,
Look, that's best case scenario. That's usually what people predict is best.
Like
case
they're a well
scenario.
coached team. They understand who they are, and they just are finding some guys who are starting to become actual NBA players for them. But the Knicks, this is my thing. This is where it's we'll talk about this once we get to like the post game. But like, if the Knicks don't come back here, this is the kind of game where you're like, yo, you're supposed to show this team who you are. Now, I think it's fair to say we don't know who the Knicks are yet.
Yeah.
Because they're still trying to figure things out. I've been asking this. It's 20 games in. Do we really know their identity? Kind of.
Also beat a good team on the road.
That's more my
It's
frustration.
December.
That's part of that.
I don't know.
December. It's December.
Yeah, they're about to be 3-6.
You still haven't
if
done
they
that.
lose this game.
Dallas.
They're 3 wins at Dallas, Brooklyn,
Charlotte.
Yeah.
Dallas without AD and Kyrie.
Now you can be this awful road team if you're 10-1 at home, which they are. But you're right. They're gonna eventually need to go win a road game.
Yeah, like in the play, you can't be looking at I'm just gonna throw out a record, but by the end of the year, you're like 4-16 against teams above 500 on the road or something like that. I don't even know if you played that many games, but
here's the thing about those records and stuff at the end of the year. Last year they had
Matters
a terrible
less.
record.
They were
against
0-10 against
the best teams, and then they beat Boston.
I mean, it doesn't mean it's gonna happen
results
like all the
frustrating.
time.
I'm more annoyed at the
Process to the results.
like the information we've gathered tonight. Like, that second quarter with Kolek was pretty rough. Like Josh Hart cooled off. They've taken him out of their offense that was cooking in the first quarter.
Do you feel like they can be taken out of things so easily this year at times?
Physicality.
So Milwaukee, we talked about this during the watch along, the Milwaukee road game, where the first half they were killing them.
Yeah, and they played Kuzma and Cat, and
then Doc Rivers was able to spread out their defense because it's like, all right, if you're gonna wall up against Giannis, we're just gonna put shooters in the corners and we're gonna just start running this kind of conker nipple, and we're just out in Fallon.
Conker nipples on the Fallon show.
Interesting.
They're in New York tomorrow.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, they're playing the Knicks.
That's true. He's gonna.
Why he ends up on Fallon?
Well,
is a different
played
story.
the Nets last night.
To be fair, Rookie of the Year favorite right now. So
I think he should be too.
Yeah, legitimately.
Yeah. It's like him or VJ.
Yeah, and it's not Cooper.
Wait, what are we doing here?
This is a dunk contest. Dunk man.
I'm tired of Shaq, bro. Like
the man has never missed a check.
Like this,
his agent says we've got an opportunity to. I'm in.
just take a break, bro.
Yep.
Like
the amount of YouTube ads that pop up and it's like, I'm Shaq.
Do I need to see it?
Endorsing fill in blank.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not getting into that. Okay. Dunk man.
But anyway, I feel like they could be taken out of things so easily. The Memphis game where they let them come back, they were doing everything right in the first half.
Yeah.
And then they were winning by 30, and then Memphis cuts it to like 11. I'm like, how did this even happen? And then people were getting on like me on Instagram because I was saying like you lost the Orlando game in the Memphis game when you didn't put Memphis away because they were like,
bring your guys back.
But the Knicks were on the second end of a back-to-back. That's why they lost against Orlando. And it's like, one, Paolo got hurt, not an excuse. Two, you should have taken care of Memphis, and you didn't. And that lost you the Orlando game, ultimately.
So we're going back to double bigs here. This is what worked really well against Toronto.
And I like that Mike Brown went to
Although it's double bigs plus Josh Hart. So the spacing is going to be...
count with some D.
Let's see how the spacing is. And it's no deuce either. This is a lineup.
Kolek, Clarkson, Hart, and a double big.
You know what this lineup feels like? Don't let Clarkson get a little hot. He's going to start feeling himself and throwing some shots up.
I don't even think he needs to get hot. He's still going to feel himself.
All right,
that's Kolek. Good job.
That is a fair point.
Yeah.
That was a nice pass.
That is a fair point. That was a good
They
pass.
have no
and I'll
point
give
of
credit.
attack.
I like Kolek getting in the paint there, but yes, there's no point of attack defender here.
I mean, no Jaylen Brown either, so
this
maybe
is
he can get away with it.
Get away with it.
Oh,
right?
no.
That was way too easy.
Okay. Hugo, shoot it.
Oh,
Mitch, why are you
overplay there?
Mitch.
Especially when you have 2 mismatches over there. Don't give him a third one.
Mitch is overplayed.
Mitch in space has been a disaster this year.
He has not looked.
Yeah, this is where you miss OG. He'd be with this unit right now.
Everybody's injured in the NBA, unfortunately.
Pop it, Josh. He is. That's confidence is gone. All right, Cat. Have a quarter. We're going to look up, and he's going to have 30 and 10, and we're going to be like, what? We complained about him all night.
Yo, but like that's
the Cat experience.
Yeah.
That is the Cat. Look, 23 on 17
honestly,
shots.
in Minnesota, it was Cat and Wiggins before Jimmy got there. Like, that's what they would do. It'd be like, you would complain about them all game, and then it's like, what? What do you mean Wiggins had 28, 8, and 4? What are you talking about?
It's like when the Cavs had Kevin Love during the LeBron prime. And he'd be like, man, I hate Kevin Love. He finished with 22 and 11.
For like 6 dimes.
Yeah.
4 for 6 from 3.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it won!
Yo, that was the
Jordan
most Clarkson thing ever.
Oh, my
God.
God.
My high school coach used to talk about
open.
players exactly like Jordan Clarkson.
Yo, gotta shoot it.
Walk off the bus and say, I'm open.
Got to shoot it.
Yeah.
That's Jordan Clarkson.
That was not a good shot, okay? That was not a good shot, guys.
But in the 2023 World Cup, this is what he was doing for the Philippines.
That's a foul. That is a foul.
I don't think he meant
Yo,
to.
here's the problem with Jordan Clarkson. What did I say?
All he needs is
You're
one.
Right. He's always gonna feel himself, but all he needs is one.
He could be the coldest. He needs one. Listen, we're gonna be looking up, and it's a 6-point game.
And it's gonna be because of Jordan
Clarkson has 12 points in 4 minutes.
Listen, once upon a time, this was the Knicks' second best player on the 54-win team.
J.R. Smith.
Oh, JR. Yeah.
So this is new
Come
J.R.
on.
Smith in a much, much different role.
Short.
I was gonna say
I'm fine with that.
I was gonna say he closed.
Cat also guarded
Closed out
Simons
well.
decent.
Well.
Why did Simons pass it? That was go cook Cat.
Yeah.
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 Yep. You're right.
You're right about that.
See how Pritchard doesn't give up on the.
Nice job, Kolek.
Tyler
Kolek.
They're down 9.
Kolek's gotten the lane a couple of times.
Yeah.
I like that by him. Offensively, defense. See, I don't think Kolek in his last 3 to 4 games, the offense has been fine.
I think that's always going to be why.
Not open shots.
Yeah.
But getting into the paint.
But Dex, you know this. What do white NBA players hate? Being guarded by other white NBA players.
that is the Larry Bird isms of this.
I gotta be honest,
Pritchard's
man.
guarding me. What?
Brian, I gotta be honest. You started that with what do white NBA players hate? That could have went so many directions.
That's fair.
I had no idea where that sentence was going. I was like,
our producers probably got nervous.
I'm gonna wait to see where this goes and let you take the lead on this. Okay.
I'm gonna do that once or twice a show.
That could have gone a breezy direction. Speaking of breezes, shout out to the Knicks Film School YouTube and the merch store. We have merch. We have hoodies. They're awesome.
How did you manage that transition?
Well,
the other ones, I was like, I see it.
You just have to find the path. It's a Jordan Clarkson path.
You do enough ad reads.
Yo, you would enjoy it. Yes.
You do enough.
As people who've all done ad reads.
I'm getting this hoodie up for the people.
I practiced a lot last year when we started doing live reads during the post game, and I would find my way to with it's like a headset or a deodorant or a drink. I just figured out.
You guys would have to do some reads.
The Knicks were thirsty for offensive rebounds. Speaking of thirsty, AG,
good.
Check out this protein powder. So anyway,
is this commercial one of the longest running commercials ever? This commercial's been on since I was like a kid.
No free ads. So we won't say what the commercial
is. It's the Feliz Navidad.
Never mind. It's for Corona Extra.
You said the Eminem one? No, this is older than that, Nikolai. Nikolai was telling me in my ear. Yeah, this was in the 80s, I'm telling you. This was like late 80s, that Feliz Navidad whistling with the lit up palm tree. That is older than the M&M's ad. You're right about that M&M's ad, but it's older than that one.
Speaking of the 80s, either of you watch Stranger Things?
I don't.
No, but one of our producers,
I watched Narcos.
Nick, has been telling me to watch it. He loves it. I started Stranger Things and watched the first 2 episodes years ago, and I just never. This is like right when my daughter was born, so I never maybe it was a little bit after that. I just didn't have time to get back into it. I liked it. I just got to get back to it.
Yeah. So I'm caught up. It's very much a time capsule show at this point because
very 80s.
It's let's go enjoy the 80s. They're on season 5 in year 11 of the show, or year 10 of the show.
Yes.
So all these kids that were 12 years old in year 1 or playing 12-year-olds in year 1 are now playing 15-year-olds at like in their mid to late 20s. So nobody looks the same, but it's also a Netflix show that they drop everything at once.
Right.
So there's no conversation like we're doing with Pluribus or like we did with Severance or like you used to do a Game of Thrones.
TV right now.
So like I check in with Stranger Things. Like I honestly look at it like a movie. Because I'm just there, like I'll go to this world for a little bit and then I'll leave.
East Blue Drew in the comments.
What happened?
He said,
Andrew Top Salesman.
No, after that, he said, I love Narcos. It made me not want to go to Colombia ever. Narcos is maybe my fiance hates this, but Narcos is maybe my favorite show.
Narcos is good.
I need another season.
That wasn't Pedro Pascal, was it?
In the first series.
The first
because when they went to Mexico, that was when it was Diego Luna.
That was my first time seeing Pedro Pascal.
I think they should do Narcos Venezuela.
Game of Thrones is my Pedro Pascal introduction.
No, you're right. That's also
he was the Viper.
Viper.
He's great in The Last of Us too, which I still have to actually finish.
Yeah.
My favorite video game of all time. Ooh.
Wow.
Mine is Splinter Cell, but they're busy doing animated series on
it. You guys, okay. You guys, I will get back to this game real quick. The other day in Knicks Film School, you guys
hold on, Kolek look, Kolek's offended.
Get out of his way. Oh, Josh hit these.
That's a good pass.
He's gone cold.
Yeah, Kolek running the offense has looked fine.
Yeah.
In this quarter,
I think it always will. The questions with Tyler Kolek are never going to be on the offensive side of the floor.
Well, shooting.
Josh! For spot up shooting, but I actually think the shot will come.
Yeah.
It's running an offense. I think you can always run an offense.
Yeah. That's the one thing that he absolutely can do.
Good defense.
There you go, Tyler. See?
Tyler held his own there.
Stood his ground.
Got good help, too.
Anthony Simons might stink.
All the way. What are you doing? Oh, my God. Why did you think you could do that?
And then...
Tyler, you got to take the charge.
Yeah. Or foul earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Stop the break.
All right. Somebody said earlier about how Cat killed all the momentum.
What is this?
No.
Peaches?
No.
Yo, what?
Damn. What was that?
By the way, East Blue Drew said the Hershey's Kiss commercial. He's talking about the Christmas one with the little jingles and all the little Hershey Kisses. That's pretty old too. That's right there with the that is right there with the Feliz Navidad Corona commercial. That's right up there. It's pretty old.
East Blue Drew says he's got to catch up on Stranger Things.
He does.
Yes, you do.
All right,
I gotta catch up on shows. Period. The only things I've seen recently that are probably relevant are the Selena doc and the Expos doc.
The Expos doc I watched.
I haven't watched a doc.
That was.
I gotta finish season 2 of Tires.
I love the
and the Vince Staples show.
Really funny.
Yeah,
I love that show. Tires is really funny.
I gotta finish season 2 of Tires and the Vince Staples show.
The Expos doc. So I've read a couple books about why they left, and I kind of knew the story. It continues to reinforce my belief. And when baseball talks about expansion, the first city they talk about is like, well, of course, Montreal is going to get their team back, right? I don't think a team works in Montreal. I don't think they actually have the support. I think they're a good minor league city. I don't think they're a good major league city. They make the point. Everybody that takes over is like, well, we got to do this. They got to do that. And then the city is just like, we're not going to support you with any government funding.
And the people there don't care. I remember talking to people about that in Montreal when I was there years ago. It's almost 9-10 years ago. People they're kind of like, screw the Exos. They don't care. This is very different from Seattle. If you've been to Seattle, you talk to people about the Sonics there.
Yeah.
Oh, they care.
They hate.
They have other teams that they've showed you could put a team there. The Seahawks, the Mariners, the Storm.
The Storm, which is a very well supported team.
So give them a team. Oh, Mikel, goodness, what's he up to? Put it on the screen, NBC.
I want to say
do your job.
Yeah, 21. I think
21 on 5 of 8 from 3.
Yeah, Montreal might care more about the Alouettes than the Expos.
They do.
What are they? Anthony Simons.
What was that?
That was a heat check without being on fire.
Word.
Mikel?
Here's a heat check.
No, he was on. Oh wait.
Someone rolled their ankle, not Mikel, because he never gets hurt.
Noah said that yesterday. Like the Knicks are built to withstand Mikel Bridges' injury. Like, listen, Mikal
heard
Bridges
that.
gets injured.
That'll be the listen.
I think like if he's out for a game, I think we're all out for the same game. That whatever took out Mikal
look
Bridges.
at that. He just landed on Hugo Gonzalez and he didn't get hurt. Hugo did.
And Hugo did.
Look, you'll know that the NBA has an injury problem, no doubt. I've
Mm-hmm.
said it all the time. I've rung the alarm, like shorten the season, do all the things.
Mm-hmm.
But if Mikal Bridges ever misses a game from this point forward,
Mhm.
that's when the season will be shortened.
Yep.
That's what Adam Silver.
Silver would be like, we
Adam
need to
Silver is going to be
reassess.
like, nope.
Our Iron Man got hurt.
70
We got a problem.
games.
We really have
Nope.
a problem. Something's wrong with the NBA. That's what you should know.
So are they checking for flagrant? For a flagrant foul. So let's see this.
Really?
I think it should be flagrant, and it should be a suspension and an automatic lead flip. Like the score has to switch. That's just my personal unbiased opinion on the foul.
Greg,
Yeah.
Brian is saying that you're out here. Brian
I saw it. No, I
Greg is
know.
saying that you're out here laughing.
No, I was laughing at Cat just being Cat. The best way I could put it.
East Blue Juice said, "I'm gonna make stops." Hey man, if you get on the court and make stops, that'd be great. I'd like.
I
to see
can't get
called a
over that
flagrant.
cat behind the back. Like the Patrick Ewing clip of him yelling at his player, like, do you practice that shot?
Yes.
What kind of shot is that?
Step back one. Like I have so many things that I do with Cat. Like, do you practice that?
Cat
when?
does not practice that.
No.
But
You sure?
The way he turned around. Well, you know what? The way I'm not sure. Hold on.
What's the call? Upgraded
Reckless
to a
closeout.
flagrant foul.
Ooh,
So
this
Knicks
good.
get 3 shots in the ball. So hit your threes. So they get a 6-point possession out of this. We're looking at
Let's
Knicks
see.
down 6. Yeah, it's a reckless closeout.
See, you know what it is?
'Cause he
How
didn't turn.
And
Turn
you're right.
himself
How
to
did
turn
Mikal
into
not
that.
get hurt from that free throw day?
He's like, "How's that reckless?
Okay.
I got hurt."
I know.
But hey, look,
If,
man,
I think if he wasn't a rookie, they don't call that.
Yeah.
the reason I was gonna say
All right, Mikal.
Cat believes it will. Cat, does he know if it's not gonna work?
Mm-hmm.
The way he turned around after the ball got stolen was like, how could that have happened?
Yeah.
You
It
know.
never happens when I'm by myself in the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is where
Mikal,
Macri's
never
made
get
this
a
point.
turnover,
Macri's
man.
made this point before this comp before, and I've thought it for a
Oh,
while.
I thought you were gonna reference Mikal.
No. When people get on Cat for not punishing wings in the post, he said that's not Cat. Cat wants to be Kevin Durant. Like he wants to be a guy that can beat people off the dribble. That's more of a shooter. That's more of a scorer. He's just like so much thicker than Cat, even if than Durant. That it's just you're a center. Kevin Durant is a wing, is a scorer, is a stretch four.
Sometimes you gotta know who you are. I think that's such.
I think we're in year 11 where Cat, we know what he is. He wants to be Kevin Durant, but he's in like Tim Duncan's body.
We know you're not, man. Like
Well,
it's okay. It's okay.
Gift and a curse, being able
Can
to shoot.
you
like
be
that.
Dirk though? Like maybe
I'd be fine with Dirk,
in
but again,
between?
but he doesn't want to be Dirk. He
But
doesn't
he
want to play
doesn't-
back to the basket. He
Yeah.
wants to be Kevin Durant. See,
I-
he wants to face up and take you off.
it's
the
too
dribble.
late. Also, like we're 11 years in, so I mean,
Which is why I've come to accept the good you get from Cat. This is good defense.
Ooh!
Hugo defended him well.
And
there.
And one.
Let's
Oh,
go,
they can
Cat.
make it a 6-point possession. Never doubted you, Carl Anthony. They said bad things. I keep practicing that
Let's
shot.
see how
That's
he
great
got.
footwork
Oh,
by
on Josh
Fonseca.
Minot too. Yeah, that's
See, that's
That's
why
my
you're
man.
not Kevin Durant. You
Yeah.
can move
And
centers out of
can
the
we also
paint.
give Cat some credit? He didn't do too much here with the rebound, right? Just nice
Yeah.
box out. And
Just
gets
turned
it
him
back
around,
up.
said, "Get on my hip," and now knock this down.
There's
There's
a-
a 6-point game.
There's
Again,
a
well,
small
we've been
forward
here
in front of
before.
me. Let me pick him
What was
up
the
and
Knicks'
move him
largest
out of the
deficit
way.
in this game?
They were down 18 at the end of the third,
Not
and they're
20.
down 6.
They needed to get down 20. That's what needed to happen.
No, so they so let them get up 20 now.
9-0 run. Let's see if they can close.
Damn, got the
Yeah.
time.
See if they can close this
I
run.
like this blitz and
Oh,
cookies.
here you go.
Almost
Oh,
off.
Deuce had good instincts there.
All right,
was.
stay on him.
They
Stay
still
on
have
him.
time.
Work.
This is way to stay in
Oh,
front.
off.
God.
That's
Great
good defense,
That was
Deuce
Great
McBride.
defense,
Awful
Deuce.
shot also by Derek White.
Fantastic defense by Deuce.
Let this line up right a bit.
Look at the paint. See,
Mikal
Come on for
Bridges!
three!
Yay!
Down 3, baby.
Woo! Missoula looks crazy.
There you
now,
go.
so he needs Kata. They're gonna bring
Fuck
Kata
them
back.
picks. Sorry.
You're fine.
I can curse. Okay,
You're
I can
fine.
curse.
Put that in there.
There you go.
So Boston's gonna bring Kata in now, because that I think that's part of the run too. Is Boston had zero interior defense for this
Mhm.
entire stretch, and Missoula let it linger for too long. His face in that headshot.
That face
Yeah.
says "fuck the picks." And I like everything about it.
Yeah.
That
Mikal's
says
up
that.
to 24, 6 of 9 shooting it from 3. 9 for 13 from the field, plus 9 also in a game where his team is down 3. Not even the best plus minus on this team. That would be Deuce McBride.
So the Knicks were plus 11 in the first quarter, minus 17 in the second quarter, minus 12 in the third. They're plus 15 in the fourth so far.
Silly game. Boston.
And this, to you guys' point about Boston not being that good, like this is their variance.
Yeah.
They can give you, their starters can give you a stretch where they look like not the championship Celtics. They could look like the Game 5 Celtics.
Right.
I think
Their depth completely takes away the other side of gives you the other side of the variance with them.
Yeah, like right now they're 8th in the East, and that's around where I think they'll finish. I think they could be a playing team if they don't pivot. Yeah.
They do the Portland pivot.
Now, if Jaylen Brown stays healthy, that is relatively knock on wood, because don't want to wish injuries on anybody. But
or again, if they start to strip it down,
yeah,
like look at what the draft is.
Yeah, because like Milwaukee's 11, I don't even know what to do with the Bucks anymore. And then Chicago's 10. That sounds about right. Philly's 9, but I think everyone ahead of Boston, which in order from 1 to 7 is Detroit, New York, Miami, Toronto, Orlando, Cleveland, Atlanta. Is not going to stay that way, but those are probably all teams I would like more than Boston.
Put our clip up. They did both going.
You guys knew what was coming.
Yeah.
Oh man, how's everybody feeling in the chat? Knicks have cut this to a 3-point deficit. They were down by as many as 18, not 20. I guess the question is, can they do this again in this building? We've seen the miraculous comebacks before. Can they do this
Something
again
about TD Bank Arena
in this building? And this was a nice stretch for some of the guys off the bench. We talked about Clarkson, Kolek.
Yeah,
they kind of held their own in the stretch. Cat's been big. Cat's a plus 13. Despite how
we're gonna look up at the end of the night. He's gonna have 30 and 10 with the highest plus minus of the starters. And we're gonna be like,
he's got 26 and 6.
So we're like not even that far.
You're like right on it.
26 on 18 shots.
On 18 shots.
Yeah. 18. And we're gonna be like, I yelled at him so much this game. Brunson's 4 of 16 for 11 points.
We haven't yelled at him enough.
I'd be like, it's all right, JB. You got.
You know why?
Good shot.
You know why? Because he could be, 4 of 16 and come through in the clutch. Yeah. And here's the thing. I think there's value in learning how to win these games when Brunson doesn't have it.
Yeah, but it's still the flirting it's still the flirting versus harassment meme.
Yeah.
With Brunson and Towns.
Cat goes 10 of 18. What is wrong with you? I hate you. Trade him. Brunson goes 4 of 16.
It'll be okay.
Way to fight through it, JB.
Brunson will be back.
Give him a chance. You're good.
Also, Josh Hart, 3 more rebounds, bro. Just 3 more. Just 3 more. 4 more for Dex. 3 more for me.
Yes.
Is that real? Celtics inside the arc are shooting 75% tonight.
They're really.
I should have took Josh Hart's PRA.
Really
He's about to get that.
Mikal Bridges also hurting this team again. Is absolutely great. Just more on offense. Cookies.
All right. Bring him over.
Back.
Switch.
Ooh, dangerous pass, and that is wide open.
I'll let him take that.
Mine not bad.
Fine.
Someone's got to eventually shoot it once you double.
I would have had him taking it. Good for Minot. Let's see you do it again. I don't think you will.
What is he on the season?
33.
Yeah, that's fine. Then
41.
That's
41.
your spacing right there.
41%.
That's your spacing.
41%. What is his 33 then?
The spacing to
so
your
we're
point,
picking up half court.
Oh, that was his first year. My bad.
The spacing allows Brunson to be able to cook a little bit more, especially if you need to in the midi.
I hate to do this. Tibbs would never take Josh Hart out for a pivotal stretch so that way you can go 5 out.
Do it again.
That's
he is one he's gonna annoy you.
That's
in
where
a
you
playoff
miss Josh
series.
Hart.
He's gonna annoy you in a playoff series. Jordan Walsh is one of those dudes
they are.
He can have a 5-5-5 game.
I'm like, can we get some Josh Hart in here and get Jordan?
But then they go back to putting a center on Josh and then ignoring him until he starts hitting threes.
Good.
It's why 5 of 8.
But if you're gonna sit Josh, I'm not doing it for Clarkson. And as somebody who likes Clarkson,
I think it's just the principle of another shooter.
Yeah,
you know? Like that would be Shamit on a different.
Oh, you got to get a board, man.
See
what
I mean?
Yeah.
See what I mean?
You either got to go double bigs or put Josh Hart in. I hate to say it.
Charlie Villanueva smiling.
Spacing be damned.
Hey man, I gotta tell you, Charlie Villanueva some of the meanest things I ever heard a college student section say was to Charlie Villanueva, and it was not right. None of it was right.
He was a good player, man.
He was a
Salute
good
to
player.
Charlie
I will
Villanueva.
never root for anybody in anything UConn, generally, except for Kemba Walker. Shout out to Kemba. Except for that one moment. Kemba already knows I don't like that, and I told him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Assistant coach Kemba Walker, by the way.
Do you guys watch college football?
I'm not a big college football fan, but I'm
casual.
What's your take on the Lane Kiffin thing?
Oh god, he's the most dramatic. I edited so many Lane Kiffin stories on Sunday. He's the most over dramatic, like just person probably in college football.
Lane Kiffin is a character. Let me say it like
I'm
this.
gonna pray on this decision. We know you're going to LSU, bro.
Yeah, he had closed on a house like a week earlier. He had already prayed in.
It's wrong for the kids. And this is why I always get mad when people always say about the kids and transfer.
The kids usually get boned.
The kids usually get messed up. Now, here, let me say this. I got no love for racist Ole Miss and their Confederate flag flying asses. I got no love for them. So the fans being mad, whatever. Forget y'all. But the kids, that's the part of it. And like the thing about it, what bothered me was you actually wanted, and there are people defending him, that he could have coached at Ole Miss and had the LSU job?
You needed to.
Someone made a good.
Why would you do that?
Someone made a good point where it was like, yo, you like, would you, if someone took a new job, are you gonna let them finish at your place? Like if they're
like
a
rival
especially
company.
if it's like
right at a rival company,
a bordering state rival,
because they're in the same conference.
Yeah,
it's like it's like. I'm not going to use a comparison here, but like, you know, you're not going to jump to a rival
cycle too.
Yeah,
you got to get your crew on the road to recruiting. You got to go start visiting houses. Like,
Rick Pitino made a good point where it's like the schedule is a problem. You shouldn't be allowed to take a job during the season. Like that should be a late January after the national title thing. Like why is this?
Josh Hart's back.
Why is this able to happen now?
Brunson,
Jordan Walsh again. I'm telling you. He is a pesky, like he defends really well, defends multiple positions, rebounds.
This was a game where the Knicks just got close and
just
don't have enough.
You got to get
the thing we haven't said enough is if only Jalen Brunson had played better, like maybe they'd be winning right now.
Yeah, that's probably true.
He's got 13 points.
I mean, post game we'll talk about that.
And now
Walsh again,
all the big plays.
He's winning them this game. Like.
If
they end up closing this out, Jordan Walsh just making like 4 clutch plays.
Talk about gathering information.
He's playing like Josh Hart would, basically.
Yeah,
he's doing the Josh Hart thing right now.
Josh Hart is back on the floor
and not being guarded by a center. They got Derek White on him,
which is interesting.
Pop. Ooh,
Minor on Brunson. Length.
That's
length. Oh boy, that's
there you go, JB, and one.
Wow. Josh, wow.
Good save by Josh. Good find by Jalen.
Yeah, I want to see that pass again.
Okay,
Cat knocked this down. It's gonna get to 29.
This is East Blue drew in the chat saying take Brunson out. Well, see, Brunson just made a winning play like that.
You're not taking Jalen Brunson out of the game.
That should have been Celtics ball.
Yeah.
Damn. He hasn't touched it.
No, but it went out when his foot was out.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Wait.
They're not reviewing that, are they? Coach's chat.
Oh, they're challenging whether Cat had an offensive foul on that, which wouldn't put it past him.
I mean,
yeah, it's Cat.
It looked like he checked on him after. Let's see.
That's not an offensive foul.
No.
You entered into his space.
That's a 90s dunk.
Sam Hauser.
Word.
That's a 90s dunk.
That got you on a poster.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Oh, that was cold. Speaking of, if you're feeling cold this winter, go to the Knicks Film School merch store and get a Knicks Film School hoodie. We got hoodies, sweatpants, gloves, beanies. I love the beanies. I got everyone in my family a beanie. I didn't wear it tonight because I wanted my hair to look nice for all of you. But you can wear a Knicks Film School hoodie. Okay, get it at the Knicks Film School merch store today.
Yeah, I don't think he extended.
I don't think so.
Like
they better not.
Yeah.
They better not.
Andrew's gonna throw this TV.
I'm gonna throw the hoodie.
I'll throw the hoodie at the TV.
Yeah.
Hoodie's nice.
Knicks Film School.
You want to know how soft the hoodie is? Throw right at the TV.
After further review. Yeah. Good call.
That's the right call.
God bless the NBA.
That's the right call.
Yeah.
Like Bryan said, that's a 90s dunk.
You know, like, come on, man. I've seen Sean Kemp, like,
oh my God,
bring people to him as he's dunking on them.
Yeah.
Sean Kemp, when he did that on What's the guy's name?
Chris Gatling.
No.
No, I know who
The
you're
one,
talking.
with, the
I know,
one where he pointed
yeah,
at
I know
him.
who you're talking
That
about.
to me is my favorite dunk of all time.
Nah,
That's not Gatling.
I hate to say it, but mine is Shaq on Dudley.
Oh yeah.
I gotta be
Mine is
honest.
Shaq on
I gotta
Dudley.
be honest.
In the moment.
Both of those dunks, you
Yeah.
gotta quit. You gotta quit. You can't somebody point at you like this. With the Shaq on Dudley, he put his manhood in his face and
Yeah.
pushed him off.
And then Dudley.
You know the dunk, Brian.
No. Because it's unfortunate, but another one that I really like was Blake Griffin on. I think it was
Mozgov. Yeah.
Yo, you have a crazy endorsement here by East Blue Drew. I got Knicks Film School hoodie, and my wife has been much happier.
Let's go.
Yo.
You're welcome.
I mean-
You want to keep the missus warm during the holidays? Get a Knicks Film School hoodie, and all your problems
For
will be
anybody
solved.
relationship, you know.
Oh, wow.
He had Hauser. on the
Yeah,
weak side,
that's why.
and he
It
hit
didn't
anyway.
matter, but
All right.
ooh, the Knicks almost got away with one, but it didn't matter.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. So they're just letting
Guard to
look.
guard
Look, Derek
screen.
White's not even guarding Hart.
Now another screen. I like that.
Look at that. Look at how he's guarding
he
Josh
didn't
Hart at the end. He's more worried about Cat, which makes sense.
And one.
And one.
And one.
There you go.
That's a good
All
good
right.
cut by Josh Hart.
Good
It's a really good
recognition,
That's
cut.
how he has to remain effective, is to keep moving.
He's not gonna get his rebounds. I should have played his PRA. I'm so
Yo, I'm already annoyed by Walsh. You got me.
Yeah. It's a good connector pass.
Yeah,
you know?
man.
Yeah, way to keep moving.
All right. If Josh Hart's not gonna get it done,
All right.
did Keldon
They're
Johnson get
keeping
it
up with
done?
them points wise. I need.
Uh-oh.
There you go. All right. Need a stop, guys. Need a stop.
Closest his Knicks have been in the second half.
Oh, we're down 3.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I forgot about that. You're right. I was so stuck on that number 6 for so long.
All right. Ooh.
Hauser again, open.
No!
Oh!
Oh, that looked like all ball. I need to see that again.
Might be worth it. They have one timeout left, though.
They're not going
Oh,
They're not going to.
Might
Oh.
be worth it.
oh, there's he kind of hooks him.
What?
Ooh.
I think the foul could be on the ground before the shot. On the shot, it just looked like he blocked it.
God.
Are they fouling him because he got hit in the face?
Hasn't
What?
scored in the fourth quarter yet, Jaylen Brown. Now he has.
Not the best free throw shooter
I
for a
didn't
wing.
think they would challenge it because of the timeout situation.
Yeah,
like
they
you
have one
said.
time. You're out of timeouts after that.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Yeah. It's all. I mean, look, they have the best challenge guy on their bench. Like if he
Warriors
would have said
Sixers.
challenge, they probably actually do.
Warriors Sixers is an interesting game Thursday.
Yeah. Wait, that's not tonight.
No,
Warriors
Thursday.
Sixers. Warriors play
Sixers.
the Thunder tonight.
Yeah, that's at
Yeah.
11 Eastern. After this,
Thunder got that.
A lot of people not happy with those 11 Eastern tip-offs.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
They're tough.
I'd be up.
And now I'm with you too. I'm
Yeah.
one of those.
7.
Owls.
We're back.
All right.
2 more, Josh.
I think I just hit the first leg of my ladder. So I basically need this to go to overtime. Ooh. Mikal.
Come on!
Oh!
Let's
Mikal Bridges!
That looked like it was gonna hit back
Send
iron.
another pick!
Send
go!
another.
Nobody talk about them picks.
Oh, come on.
That looked like it
come
was gonna
on.
hit back iron.
30 for
clean.
Mikal, 7 threes.
Come on. D up. All right, switch.
Oh boy.
Rotate.
Yeah.
Back out. Cat.
Jordan
Why
Wall.
are you jumping for him?
Because he hit 2 others before. Jeez,
Wow, what
Jordan
a
Wall.
take.
That's just a good take.
I don't like him.
I hate him.
I'm
No.
telling you, when the Knicks Celtics play the 1-8 or 2-7, remember Jordan Walsh. Yeah. He
Josh
gave it
is
right to
looking
him.
at the rim right now.
Yeah.
And 1.
Well,
That's,
you trust him to take. Look,
those are shots he
I-
makes.
yeah, yeah.
That's unfortunately.
even tonight, I'm okay
And
with
now
that.
he gets bullied. No,
That's
the
a
other.
foul.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
They're gonna say he wasn't set.
Spike
probably
was so
wasn't,
angry
I
about
guess.
that.
To be honest, Spike
Yeah.
there. Spike's there.
Spike was in the corner.
Oh,
up.
Yeah.
okay.
Let's see. Mikal, man. That was good defense. Good closeout, just better shot. And then here, oh my goodness.
That's a great take.
Yeah.
I like Deuce walled up.
And then here they call.
Brunson's very much moving.
Yeah.
That's a fine. That's a fine call.
Jordan Walsh, man.
All right, need him to go 1 to 2, and then you need a 3 to get it back down to 5.
Mm.
To get it back down to 6.
Yo, has Mitch played in this half?
Yeah, he played a little bit.
Oh, okay.
In the
I think,
half,
I think
yes.
that again they went to a 5-out lineup with no rebounder, and that's how they got it down to 3. And then a couple of possessions where they really needed a rebound happen, and they put Josh in, and that's where we are now.
This is a must-score possession here.
Mhm.
The next one is a must. I mean, they're all must-stops now.
Mhm. No, they need.
Yeah.
They're down. It's a 3-possession game.
Yeah, this is a
Like they need. Man, this has been a rough Brunson game.
Hauser's not as bad of a defender as people think.
It's
so.
the complexion, honestly.
That should be a foul.
It's the complexion.
That's
a foul.
a hard.
Sometimes you know what it is. Yes, we have all these
It's the
biases,
complex-
these racial
I've-
biases in
I've
sports.
been
We talk about this
the
all
people in
time.
Boston have been telling me for a year, like Hauser's actually a decent defender.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
coming
is.
from Boston though. you
Well,
know,
okay, yeah, that's fair.
No, but like,
I mean, like on the pregame. You're right that it's like I like Hauser.
Yeah,
He's a wicked good defender.
he's sneaky athletic.
Yeah. He'll get up in your grill.
We got to stop using terms like sneaky athletic, man.
Uh-huh.
They only use it to one kind of complexion. Do you say to people are sneaky athletic, right? Like it's the only time you do this.
Yeah.
Oh man,
It's not exclusive to white people though, because some of us get that too.
Yes.
It works the other way.
Oh yeah.
Where it's sneaky unathletic.
Sneaky unathletic.
Like
yeah.
Dominique Foxworth has talked about this. The first time he was on a defense,
I've heard
where a DC, like when they were playing like David Garrard and the quarterback,
who was supposed to be the Jets starter in 2013.
They had like QB spy packages, and it's like he's a very much a pocket quarterback. What are we doing? You know,
but it's like, wait, he's a black quarterback.
He must be able to run, right? It's like, no, this is like guarding Big Ben. What are we doing?
This is not what he does.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
Almost.
D up.
Corner. Yeah, Brunson's watching Hauser.
He's clearing out, and now it's Deuce against.
Hauser is
right,
open.
Hauser's
open. What is Jaylen Brown?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
All right, hit a 3 here, you got life.
Mikhail, just take it.
Hit a 3 here, you got life.
Yeah! Wow!
Oh, he's man on a mission tonight.
Damn,
all right.
8 threes. What y'all got to say about them picks?
Shut up, Reggie Miller. They're not going to foul up down 4.
Yeah, you don't need to. Especially now.
Oh, yikes. Oh.
8 threes. Is that the most he's had in the game with the Knicks?
Maybe.
Yes. I'm confident saying that.
Oh,
wow. Turnover. Oh, Knicks got a chance here.
Okay. 24 seconds left. Score, and then we're playing the foul game. Got to score here. McCall. Oh, that would have given us.
Who got the rebound? Jordan
Walsh. Yeah, you were on that.
That's a jump ball.
They called a jump.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense. Because if they didn't call the reach earlier,
like Mikal going for a 3 there. I would have attacked the rim like you said, and then played the foul game.
I think
he's got 8 makes, man. I don't know.
At that point, it's somewhat of a heat check. Wait, but that is not a jump ball.
Yeah,
that's very much a foul. It's like very much a foul.
Yeah,
Josh Hart had him in a headlock. How is Cat the jump? Where was Cat on the possession?
No, he's trying to get
it. Well done.
Okay.
If you're Missoula, you just use the timeout here. Yeah, where is?
I don't think you can call timeout on a jump ball. It's like one of those dead ball plays.
Yeah, he's gonna get.
You can make a sub, but you can't.
This makes all the sense. Kata in for Hauser.
Yeah. Oh, it gives you somebody to foul if he catches it. So you got to know if you're Cat. He gets it. Come on.
I just want a chance.
Yeah, Deuce. Somebody on the Knicks.
That's a called timeout.
Then they called timeout.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's their final timeout.
Makes sense. How did Derek White get that? Wow.
How did Cat?
So this game's about information gathering, right?
Yep.
It's similar to the Heat game where it's frustrating that they might end up losing. You like the fight. Down 18 at the end of 3. This is a one possession game at several points in the fourth quarter. And then it was a bounce here, a bounce there, a shot here, a shot there. You want to get the wins, obviously. You gather information that this team doesn't roll over and die. Like, they were ready to get run off the court in Boston. And I'm at least taking the information of like they have places to go to when they're down like this, and it's not just like hope the Celtics miss like those comebacks in the playoffs. So
I was listening to you, but I just had to know.
yes, I know she's on the screen.
I like how NBC is selling the Winter Olympics. We see you.
We see you.
That's
There
all
you
I'm
go.
gonna say. Yes, you got.
Yes.
Why are you shaking your head at me? I didn't even say anything during the Zoe Saldana commercial, which was actually quite lovely. It was great news. I didn't say anything at all. Anyway.
Oh look, Bel Air.
Bonk.
Which have you watched this?
I've never seen it.
Okay.
I refuse to. It's probably fine. It's probably a good show. Fresh Prince of Bel Air is a top
fine.
5 comedy for me.
It's fine.
Top
So it
5
is for me.
sitcom for me.
It's
Sitcom for me.
fine. It's nice that it's the final season.
Mhm.
Is what I'll say.
Can I just tell you a bad beat from today?
Oh no.
Add Keldon Johnson over, was it 17 and a half or 18? No, 17 and a half points plus rebounds. He has 11 and 6. So it looks like I'm going to get hooked. Harrison Barnes has 31 points.
What? He's still in the league.
He
all
starts. All right, here we
No
go.
timeouts.
Oh, they did the Eric Spoelstra backdoor play.
Yeah. All right.
He just got caught. Now 6-point game.
I want to see that again because Derek White, I think, was lining
quick
that up the
three.
entire time.
Layup.
Wow.
Okay,
That's stat padding.
that'll help your field goal
Yeah, it's
percentage.
stat padding is what that is. And that's game. That's game.
I would have dunked it also.
I hope nobody in the Knicks are mad about that. I always feel like when people get mad about that, it's kind of corny. Like,
Yeah, and it's supposed to be a rivalry.
All right.
So the Knicks lose.
No, they're
folks.
not. They're not.
123.
They're dapping up Jaylen
Yeah.
Brown. They know they would have done it too also. So
Man, look, there's a lot we'll talk about in this game, but I think the frustrating part is how they played those middle quarters, and you're wondering sometimes where that energy was that you saw here in the fourth. Because I do give them credit for fighting back, and I'm not about the moral victories. And the Knicks are now 13-7 through 20 games, and I think the Knicks will be fine, people. I mean, I expect anger in the chat because that's what some of y'all do after these games.
I think it's kind of warranted today.
I would have liked to anger.
I mean, they still haven't beat a good team on the road,
They played 9
And-
games on the road.
and
You
I mean,
know?
and they've
it's
played
still very early.
like they
you know?
haven't beaten any of the teams that they may see in the playoffs in the first or
It's a
second
long
round.
way to go. So I'm
You
not-
know, I know, but
Yeah.
it's slight concern.
But I
Acceptable.
could
Anger,
understand if fans are annoyed at that. Like it's early December. At
Annoying
this point,
is the word. No, you're right.
you know,
annoying
a
is
better
the
word.
word.
Annoyed
Yeah.
is
Like,
concern. Anger
Jump
is
to
not.
conclusions.
and
see,
also-
they're not that. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
not
there.
not that far. But it's like, yo, like get it done already. And also getting outscored 73-44 in those quarters you're
Second and
talking
third
about.
quarter. Yeah, I didn't
Second
even know the
and third
numbers. And that, yeah.
Like 73-44, that much of a swing
Mhm.
after the great first quarter you had, and honestly, you had one of your best fourth quarters of the season.
Well, you've been waiting on a good
Offensively.
fourth quarter.
Yeah, but wasn't enough because of the position
So-
you put yourself in.
We talked about him. Tyler Kolek minus 23 in 15 minutes.
This is a great example of where and I'm not here defending Tyler Cole, but I think people, if you watch this game, you hear what I said. Ryan, don't look at me like that.
No,
Ryan's
I'm
like, where's
I'm
this
like,
going?
it doesn't feel like plus 23, but
Yeah,
I mean minus 23.
like minus
but,
23.
but,
Right? We wish it was plus 23.
but it was only because of the
Again,
last shift. Before that,
This is where the like Chris Paul conversation we had, or any backup point guard conversation.
it should be Malcolm Brogdon, but he decided, you know what? I don't need this pension.
There's a chance Malcolm Brogdon's not able to play anymore too. Like if he wasn't able to win a job
that's-
over Tyler Kolek after what we're seeing, you know.
I think he was.
I
Going
thi- I
to
think-
win the job,
yeah,
and
I
that's
think-
why I feel like it was more of a health thing, and he just realized he couldn't bounce
Famously
back.
awful
Oh,
medicals.
see, I don't know
coming
enough
into the
information.
draft.
The
He was
read
gonna
I
win-
got was
he was going
that,
to win that job.
Yeah,
the
Let me
read
tell you.
I got was that between Shamit and between like they couldn't find a shooter for they were trying to shape a comb and Kolek all postseason, all preseason, and then Kolek had like 2 good preseason games.
He had the Charlotte game and the Washington game. The
Right.
Washington game we had the 20.7 assists, no turnovers, and the Kolek hive went crazy.
Right. He had a good 2 first games of the season.
He does
too.
have a
And
hive.
then- oh, he absolutely does. And tonight the hive has to shut up. But I also think
To be fair, I feel like every white Knicks player kind of has a hive.
See, we started this conversation about Frank Ntilikina though, so like
Frank
That is true.
Ntilikina had a high.
that
You know,
was
I also want to be
Yeah,
fair.
yeah,
Frank
I mean,
Ntilikina had an
wait,
anti-French high.
wait.
This is the anti-European high.
Alonzo Trier
Yeah.
had a hive.
Trier had a high.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Non-white dude.
As
He
far
had a real hive.
a couple things about this game though, like again, the thing we kept saying about how frustrated we were with Brunson, with Cat. They were in the game in that third quarter, and then
We got some good comments.
They fell off a cliff because Cat left the game. They went to a Brunson lineup, Brunson Kolek, lineup, and we got what we got. My only thought with Mike Brown, I thought Kolek, he could have went to Deuce a little longer. I don't know how many minutes Deuce finished with, but
Got it for you here. Kolek 15, Deuce 36.
That didn't feel like 36.
That
It didn't feel like 36 because of,
so never mind. Maybe just allocated differently, but I thought you could have. It felt like once those non-Cat minutes in the third quarter happened, that's when Boston stretched what was like a 7-8 point lead out to what became an 18-point lead.
Yeah, I think the Kolek minus 23, and then it will reset here in a second. The Kolek minus 23 was a situation of he was part of a really bad stint in the second quarter, where he got outscored. I do not think that he played badly, as those numbers suggest. I'm not saying he played well.
I don't think he played well.
I don't think he played terribly.
He had decent fourth quarter minutes.
I thought he had decent fourth quarter minutes. And let me just be clear.
Fourth quarter, he was running the show well. But defensively, I mean, they had the bullseye on him.
He got caught in an and one with Anthony Simons when you had that turnover.
Multiple fast breaks.
Yeah. So
I hate to say this. It's exactly what I just said. Remember how we were saying they're not going to take Cat out until under 2 minutes because of the Hack-a-Mitch, right?
Yeah.
They made a 3-for-3 sub, and they took Cat. Let me have it.
Was it Josh Hart?
Josh came back in.
Josh came back in.
They took Cat,
McHale?
McBride, and Bridges out.
Yeah.
Kolek, Josh Hart came back in, and Robinson was in with Brunson and Clarkson. And it was 84-76 when that sub happened. So they were down 8. They ended the quarter down 18.
Yeah, that's
2 minutes. That's the playoff margin that you have to worry about with. That's why Tyler Kolek suddenly has another minus 10 onto his thing, which is why I actually, in hindsight, don't want to put the minus 23 all on him.
It's
a microcosm of their depth,
but I love
suffering a little more.
I love
OG
what you said
out.
there, suffering with OG out, and I love that you brought that lineup that came back in that did not have a final good 2 minutes because, Spike was not happy.
Yeah.
Because
Derek White noticed
the
it
other
too.
point that you bring there is Mitchell Robinson's in the game, and they can't. Now it was under 2 minutes, and they couldn't do the Hack-a-Mitch and all that stuff, but it changes everything for what they can do offensively. And then we've also agreed Mitch has not been great in space defensively, so you see all of that, and that is a problem. But let's reset here.
Let's do it,
and we'll get to some comments and everything here in the chat. Knicks, they fall here to the Celtics, 123-117 at the Fake Garden up in Boston. Knicks were down 18. They got it close. They got it as close as 3 points. They were unable to overcome this here. Dexter Henry, Andrew Claudio of Knicks Film School, my guy Bryan Fonseca in the building, another Knicks Watch Party. And it's a special time for you to check out the gear at Knicks Film School. See, I can do the transitions too. If you want to keep your spouse warm for the holidays, maybe you can get yourself a Knicks Film School hoodie. They got beanies. They got other stuff. Y'all got sunglasses? Y'all got some shades?
We should. You know what? We will by the time I get home.
There you go. They got T-shirts, whatever you need. Hey, you want some merch too? We got this New York Post Sports.
Your mug. We have travel mugs. We have travel mugs.
This one says Liverpool.
Get one that says Knicks Film School on it.
Don't get one that roots for the team that's shown with the W roots for it. That's what we don't do.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
The Spurs, right?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
I was going to say that team's name out loud.
Sorry.
He also roots for a football team I don't like, and we won't talk about that either.
Don't y'all play each other this weekend?
We do.
They do.
Sean has actually invited me to watch a game with him. I'm considering it.
Oh.
No, I'm actually not going to do it because I'll be at the Knicks game against Orlando. So I will not do that.
Okay.
So, yeah. Well, more on that later.
Of the teams that you root for, I'm kind of rooting for the Knicks to win and not I don't care about the Steelers. So
okay.
I just
I didn't take that.
If only one of your teams is allowed to win.
But that day
I hope the Knicks beat the Magic because you're right. People like to crash out.
That Magic's game is
Sunday.
Well, I'll tell you what. You want some people crash out. they lose any of these next 2 games against Charlotte and Utah,
Yeah.
they will definitely be crashing out.
Mm-hmm.
No Brandon Miller, they should win.
They will. Yeah, we'll get to that later. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Charlotte's feisty.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. See a lot of you in here with comments. Some of y'all are angry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the comments are too unfair.
East Blue Juice said, okay, I will start. Maverick Nick says the Knicks should not lose this to this Boston Celtics team. Don't disagree.
Celtics are 7-2 now in their last 9.
They're playing good basketball.
They've been playing,
Yeah.
and they have a win over Detroit. They ended Detroit's winning streak. They beat
Cleveland.
Orlando. They beat Cleveland. A hint dismissive of the Celtics. Should the Knicks have won tonight? They could have. I think they're better, but they were on the road, and had an awful late, couple stretches in the second quarter and late in the third.
Yeah, I don't think so. Maverick Nick also says Cat played terrible in this game. I don't care what stats he put up.
It's so
he was
funny.
bad.
It's so funny.
He Sorry,
finishes
Maverick, I don't
with-
know if you sound like that.
But then you see in the ticker,
He's
Bridges
29.
35, whatever, and then Towns 29 and 7.
Cat finishes with 29 and 7 and
the
a
whole
plus
game.
13. And it's like, I don't care what his numbers were. I don't even disagree.
But you know
we yelled
why?
about him the whole
You
game.
know why? And I understand where Maverick Knicks is coming from. And someone said this earlier. I apologize who said it in the chat. He killed momentum quite a few times. And I think that's the problem.
He
right?
saw what we saw.
Yeah, he killed
Like
momentum.
we were talking about Cat more than Brunson struggles by a lot in this game. We should have talked about Brunson more, I think, and we will right now. But with Cat, he to your point, Dex, he just does things that take you out of a game, takes you out of a possession, stupid fouls. We got a couple today.
Couple bad turnovers.
The behind the back.
Behind the back was
behind the
ridiculous.
Oh.
I agree with everything you guys just said, what
Yes.
Maverick just said. And yet, when he was on the floor tonight, and this is where I think plus minus actually enlightens us, because they had that stretch where they were down 8, and for 2 minutes they got outscored by 10 when he left the game. So a hint of it could just be the people backing up Cat, but we're also talking about a guy that had 29 on however many shots and was a positive when they won his minutes significantly. This is where I think, to your point, we should talk about the captain a little bit. 6 for 21 tonight, only has 15 points. Like 3 of those go down. We're in overtime right now. He's 9 for 21, which still isn't a good shooting night.
Well, could do you agree? This is Sheriff Santos 7259.
I know this comment.
They should have benched Brunson in the 4th.
You're never gonna bench.
Yeah.
Brunson. You're just not. He's earned enough credit on this team, in this franchise, in this city, that you're gonna let him try to find it. Because you said this, like he could be. What was he? 5 for 18 or whatever.
I've seen this
4
movie
for 16.
before, and then he goes
and he hits the last
4-7
4
down the
shots.
stretch,
Yeah,
4 or
and
5
it's like,
down the
oh wow,
stretch.
he hit the 4 biggest shots of the game to make his stat line look.
Yeah.
Good.
When you get a guy,
never gonna bench Jalen Brunson.
yeah, when you get a guy like that on your team, you're just not gonna do it. You're
Yeah.
just not gonna bench.
And if y'all were coaching, you wouldn't do it too.
Yeah.
Like if you're saying, yeah, I would have benched Jalen Brunson, I'm gonna say this: you're lying.
For who?
I don't believe you.
You
For
know?
who?
That's the other thing. For who?
For Tyler Cole.
Like Tyler Cole. Like they don't have a backup point
I
guard.
think to be fair to the commenter, I think they would probably say Deuce. You know, like Deuce, Hard, Bridges, Towns, and I don't know.
So that's the other thing. Who's the 5th? So it's Jordan Clarkson.
Mitch Clarkson. But
So you go double bigs, and so
listen,
Mitch is now guarding in space, and you have no point
you can
guard?
tell us, but I'm not benching Jalen.
I'm
Brunson.
not. Yeah.
Like Charles Lee does this occasionally with LaMelo Ball. Like they won a game recently, I think against the Raptors, where LaMelo Ball sat at the end of the game because they were doing better without him. Jalen Brunson's not in that category, so it's a little different.
We could say he played poorly and not go to the it's time to start benching Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, I think that's a bit much.
Conversation.
East Blue Juice says all the people who wanted Kolek are quiet now. Fair.
They gotta take a night off.
It's gonna be a roller coaster.
But that's the information gathering.
Yeah.
And I think you have
that you have to go
to
through.
be fine with the process of gathering the information and know there's going to be rough spells in
Mm-hmm.
that. Unless you are out there and you are the extreme Tyler Kolek truther, and you're like, yo, man, he needs 25 minutes a night because he'll be playing a lot better.
Or a hater who thinks that he shouldn't play at all.
But none of us are. Here's the thing. I just want to say this for everybody sitting here. We would like to see Tyler Kolek succeed.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. And some of it, somebody else put it here. And East Blue Juice says right now, I told people, we've been saying this, good coaches, good teams with good offensive players, which the Celtics do have some, they're going to hunt Tyler Kolek. We've been saying this on the show all season long. And we saw that at times tonight. Kolek had a couple possessions where he held up on defense, but he's got to get to the point where more often than not, you trust him defensively. We know we can run the team. We saw this guy get to the paint, make brilliant passes. We saw this. But you're bringing this up. Is he a backup point guard that you trust? And the information gathering is to find out in the playoffs, people.
It's still no at the moment.
Not December 2nd against the Celtics.
Yeah.
In the playoffs.
And part of the problem is also, and we talked about this, I think, literally last time we did a watch along, where you don't have time for this in terms of like trying to figure this out late in the year. So you have to figure this out now because obviously the trade deadline's in February, buyout market deadlines are shortly after that, so on and so forth. But with Tyler Kolek, like you're contending. You're trying to get to the finals. Maybe win a title, but at least get to the finals. And you're going to find out if he's better suited to be somewhere like Washington, where he'd be playing and it's like, yo, go throw up all the shots you want, go develop over there, whatever. Or if he can play in a role like this. So this is the information gathering that Andrew keeps talking about. Like it's super important. I'm probably lower on Tyler Kolek than consensus. I still think he should play because you have to find out, because people who are doubting him, so to speak, could be wrong. But I think what we saw today, I don't know how, unless he's automatic from three, I don't know how much that's going to change in a playoff setting. But we could worry about that months from now. I don't even know what the team's going to look like in April.
I think, and this is something Sean and I have talked about because of how we've talked about a lot about the hives tonight. I remember the RJ hive, the Grimes hive, the Quickly hive, and there was always something to it that they should be playing more. And the thing I always wanted Tibbs to give the leash a little bit on was like, let them make mistakes and learn from them.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're getting to watch that now. Tonight's a night where you get to watch someone like Tyler Kolek make some mistakes and hopefully learn from them.
I'm okay with that.
And
I agree.
It's why I leave this trying to find the positive of they were down 18 and they made it a one-possession game, looking at Cat's frustrating moments and seeing his overall box score. Mikal Bridges, my gosh, what a basketball game he played tonight on both sides of the ball. Josh Hart, a good first quarter, and then really quieted off the last three, especially from deep.
And on the glass.
Yeah. So like you're gonna, throughout a season like this, yes, you can be frustrated by some results, be excited about some results if they win the next two games and they're 15-7 after 22 games. I still have to look for certain vacuums of like, okay, this is how I'm going to evaluate Tyler Kolek after this game as a learning experience. And you guys remember the Dallas game where Luka and they came back from like,
I remember that.
The 9-point lead.
The crazy shot.
So they blew a 9-point lead with like 30 seconds left. Like Quentin Grimes had a bad play down the stretch. Deuce McBride had a bad play down the stretch. And I remember in the moment, Sean saying, this is what development looks like. Yeah. You're going to have moments where this is what development looks like. And hopefully we're sitting here in February and it's like, those growing pains Tyler Kolek went through then? Well, he's learning from it. He's developed from it.
I think well said by you. And I think sometimes, I love that you brought it back to that game in particular 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
I think what some fans have not realized, and even some members of the media, this is a team going through a somewhat sort of redevelopment. It is a very veteran team, but this is a team with a whole new coach. They're learning Mike Brown's new system, and we're seeing peaks of the offense. Man, people jamming on people tonight. And we're seeing things
that's from this week
defensively, right? Where they're still learning things. And Mike Brown, to your point, trying to get players like Tyler Kolek in and see what they can do so we can have information. So come end of January, you have to make some decisions.
Yeah.
Do you want to go get a Chris Paul? Do you want to get somebody else? This is part of the development. This is part of the process of getting there. I think everybody wants it to just start. This is not me making excuses. It's frustrating to lose a game like this, but you want this information. You weren't getting this downloadable information last season.
Even when Brunson was out, you weren't getting this information last season. Just to pivot a little bit, because Kolek played 15 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not joking.
What do you have what Jaylen Brown's stat line was tonight?
Yes, Jaylen Brown's stat line. We'll give it to you. He played 40 minutes. 42 points in 40 minutes on 24 shots. He was 16 of 24. So he got the 42 points, 2 of 6 from 3, 8 of 9 from the line, 4 rebounds, 4 assists.
15 in the third quarter.
A +15 for Jaylen Brown.
So he was 16 of 24 from the field. So that's
67%?
14 of 18 from 2.
Yep.
I'd be curious on the rewatch to know how much, again, speaking of whale hunting, something the Celtics like to do.
How many points were against?
How much he just brought Brunson into the action and then took advantage. It reminded me a lot of Game 5 last year, where they just brought Brunson into every action, recognized, and this is where Brunson's at a disadvantage because of what his height is, and just sometimes he doesn't guard that very well. Like, you have to be better, unfortunately.
Sometimes
be a big body and make him earn those points. But that's where you credit the strategy on the Celtics and Brown for taking advantage of it. But then it's when you're Brunson and you're giving up that much and you're bleeding points on defense, you then have to at least make it even on offense, and he didn't either tonight. It was a rough game for the captain.
It was a rough game for the captain. This is where East Blue Drew says all this aggression should be on JB. He was really bad on both ends. Didn't have a good offensive game.
I agree completely. We did not talk about Jalen Brunson enough, and I think you said it. We're at the point where he's earned the right to have stinkers, because down the stretch, I trust that he'll find it and figure out a way to help us.
And I think that's with it. And then, here in the chat, you're seeing a lot of hate for Cat. Cat is a circus clown. East Blue Drew said he's not playing.
He might be a circus clown, but he had 29 on 18 shots and was a plus 13.
Now let's Roberto Rodriguez, thanks to you. You've been checking in. He said Cat getting his stats was more important than keeping momentum and winning. Dude lacks self-awareness. I don't think he was.
No, but he had a funnier comment after that.
I think he absolutely does lack awareness. Like that part, I don't disagree.
That behind the back.
The behind the back pass was terrible.
And then the foul before.
It wasn't even a pass. It was just a move. Like, he drove right, went behind the back with the man in front of him and on his left, and it was a very easy turnover.
And then the foul earlier, I'm forgetting the foul exactly.
Where he stuck his leg out.
Yeah. Okay, that's what it was.
And it was like, what?
And he very easily committed the foul. He was walking back like, I didn't commit
So, and I again, I do not want to make this about Tyler Kolek in here, because I see people here saying Tyler Kolek. Roberto Rodriguez says Tyler Kolek needs film on Tyler Kolek so he can improve. Guys,
that's funny.
They're watching film.
That's funny.
But they're watching. He's watching film. Like,
yeah, but I do think we should, like, we'll hit on Brunson a little bit more. But I mean, this is kind of what Boston wanted to do to them last year, and they did it during the regular season successfully in terms of attacking him in different actions defensively. And then on offense, like, look, it squanders the Mikal Bridges game, which he's not going to do every night, obviously, because who can? But squanders.
It's nice to see that he could do that. We should
right.
Talk about
it squanders the Mikal Bridges game, where ultimately Brunson, if he's average, you probably win, but them's the breaks, like in the NBA now. And I think ultimately with Brunson specifically, it didn't feel like he was putting up terrible shots. It felt like he was missing a lot of shots he would otherwise make. I feel like I'm just shooting him bail. But I do think, like, the floater at the end in the fourth quarter, like, that's a shot.
He had good looks.
He
had two good looks in the fourth late.
Yeah. Now, look, the criticism would be make the shots. Like, I think all of you would say, like, yeah, he should just make the shots. But I will say, like, in terms of process, I didn't see anything worrying from an offensive perspective. From a defensive perspective, I mean, you know what it is at this point. Other teams are going to try to make Jalen Brunson work as hard as possible. And Joe Mazzulla is really good about hammering these little details about making him work. Like Derek White, for example, when he gets those matchups, like Derek White, like, he can stress you out because he's always going to move without the ball. He's always going to be cutting. He's going to have these relocation threes. You could lose him on a when he's trying to crash the glass on an offensive rebound. And obviously the mismatches with, like, other, wings, and Boston has not a lot of depth as far as their interior goes, but they do have a good amount of wings who are just rangy, athletic, annoying. We talked about Jordan Walsh, who made a lot of winning plays down the stretch. Like, those are the things they're going to try to do to create these cross matchups against Jalen Brunson down the stretch of games.
I said one thing on, because you said there was nothing process related that bothered you. I don't disagree.
Well, in large part, like little things.
So it's a Knicks thing, and it's what we talked about with teams being able to take the Knicks out of stuff.
Oh yeah, no,
and
that's different.
There was a lot of isolation where Brunson was trying to find it, and, like, the passing went away. And it's just like Hugo Gonzalez getting in his grill, Jordan Walsh swishing onto him, Derek White getting in, and it's just
Josh Minot too.
They're gonna get physical with him, and he's gonna think, I'm Jalen Brunson, I can take advantage of every one-on-one matchup. And to his credit, he normally does. Every time Anthony Simons was brought into the action, I was like, I guess that Sam Hauser has to be mentioned in this too, because again, complexion. Like we keep seeing this, that if something goes wrong, the Knicks resort to, like, I hate to say it, but Tibbs ball, and just like, okay, go find the mismatch and take advantage of it, rather than the offense, which again, to their credit, we saw in that fourth quarter, which is how they got back in the game. So from my only process frustration is that
I agree.
You can still get physical with them and force them to revert back to bad habits,
and
which teams will try to do.
And again, it didn't apply today though. But I've been laying out for weeks at this point because it hasn't changed much. It's gotten better now, but in fourth quarters, that was their worst quarter last year, and we all said it was because they're playing a lot of it, and it looked that way. It absolutely, against the Bulls at one point, against the Thunder in OKC, Cleveland multiple times. It looked like they would just fall off a cliff in fourth quarters at times. And in terms of quarter margin in the fourth quarter, they were by far the worst compared to the other quarters. And I tweeted about this weeks ago after the Orlando loss, specifically the one on the road. Then you have today where the fourth quarter is actually good, but this year the fourth quarters have not been. They've been better lately, just because of matchups and things like that. But and this fourth quarter was better. But again, what killed you was the second and third.
And I'm glad you brought that up. This was Mike Brown. He said, I thought second and third quarter we didn't play up to the level we're capable of.
You did not.
Which is going to happen. He said he loved the first quarter, Poach. I think we did too. This is Mike Brown on Jalen Brunson's struggles. I felt he got the normal looks he takes. He's got to keep shooting and get to his spots. I thought he took good threes too. They just didn't go in. I do feel the same about that. I thought the quality of the shots were good, but I also agree with Andrew here in the fact that when he got pressed by certain people, the adjustment to not play the hero ball isn't there. Now, here's a quote I think that is really interesting from Mike Brown. Mike Brown said at this point in the year, he wants Mitch to work through his free throw shooting, but said he's also not opposed to making a change if they need to. Now, I like that. There has to be accountability. You can't make your free throws. You can't stay on the floor. We all know how dope Mitch is. We know how good he is on the offensive glass, all that.
However,
Mike Brown also said, to that point, to follow that, playing the three-guard lineup. We saw some of that tonight. I was searching and we got a little stagnant offensively. That's why he went to that switch there. I think that's – listen, I have questions.
I have questions.
I am a fan of sometimes – you got to let players know in the media.
I agree
that you have to be better,
but
and you also have to let them know with the minutes that if you're not going to do so, because here's what Mike Brown can't have happen. And you talked about it. What if they see the playoffs in the playoffs? Excuse me, they see Boston in a 2-7 or a 1-8 matchup, whatever it may be. You can't let Joe Mazzulla. You can't let the crazy man, the Herb, whatever y'all want to call him. You can't let him have the upper hand in this matchup.
The part-time jiu-jitsu practitioner.
I do want to just remind, no OG, they might have been able to go to a different look with it. Like Mitch might play even less,
right?
If you have an Anunoby to turn to, he was pivotal in
and
that.
You could play some of that small ball 5 with OG.
OG can be your 5 exactly.
Now, if it's actually the 1-8 or 2-7, will they have Tatum? So I think if you're a Celtic fan, you'd be like, OG, we don't have Tatum.
But at least we're without OG for a couple weeks.
Right.
Tatum, to this game in particular, there was no world
he's done till
Tatum was going to play
March or something like that.
I want to wait until he actually
want to see that until he's on the court practicing. All that good stuff.
Here's
go ahead, what you gonna say?
On Mike Brown's comments about Mitchell Robinson. One, endorsement in terms of accountability.
Mm-hmm.
However,
love that.
Do you have the personnel for this? Unless as East Bluger says in the comments, does that mean it's Ariel Hukporty time?
Why not?
or Diawara or Trey Jameson? And I like that Mike.
Ariel Hukporty, I'm gonna go to. I don't know about the.
I think. Look. You're telling me that his free throw shooting is that much because you saw Mike Brown sort of trying to work through it today. He's like, look, if they're going to foul him, how am I going to have him out there? And he's not even rebounding at the rate that you would want him to in this specific game. This season, he's been great in totality, but lately a little less consistent. So if you want to, for a stretch, like 2 weeks, go to Hukporty, I mean, the other thing you have to, or whoever, Trey Jameson, whoever, because he's on the two-way, one, financially beneficial if you can hit on one of those deals, because again, is Hukporty going to be good enough to earn a Jericho Sims contract, or rather a Deuce McBride contract, because we refer to Jericho Sims for the Bucks. a Deuce McBride contract where it's like 3 for 11, and it's like, oh, okay, this is potentially a rotation piece. Like, can he earn that deal? That's the deal I've been talking about him earning. He hasn't earned it yet. Or I mean, if you want to get like grander about it, I mean, Mitchell Robinson's on an expiring contract. So
here's the thing. I like the accountability. I think it's right. We have to note that. Look,
and don't look like they're going to keep him long term either.
There's no noise right now.
They would have been able to go to multiple different looks. Like Kohler probably doesn't play 15 minutes tonight if you have OG you can go to. Hart's coming off the bench, or Deuce is coming off the bench. You can.
But here,
I just think another weapon.
I just think in the modern NBA, you just always got to assume somebody's out.
Yeah, no, fair.
Yes,
but it's why, like you mentioned the 1-8 possibility.
Yeah.
I'm not taking a lot of information. I don't want to say a lot. The hack and Mitch existed last year in the playoffs. That'll still happen.
Yeah.
Bringing Brunson and going whale hunting and go looking for mismatches. That's something Boston will do. I'm counting on an OG Anunoby card the Knicks will be able to play that they counted on being able to play going into the season. That the Celtics, we still don't know if they'll be able to play.
And here's the thing. Maybe all this we're just talking about is with the Celtics, but this is generally a copycat league. And when people see things work, and we look at the longer physical teams, particularly with the Knicks, they're going to do this.
Yeah, I would argue the Celtics are a copycat of what the Pistons have done and what the Magic have done and what the Hawks, specifically with Daniels, has been able to do.
I can see doing it to slow, especially when they see games go the way this game did. I think it's very notable in this game that the Knicks got off to a fantastic offensive start. They were cooking in this game. Josh Hart was 4 for 4, right? They're cooking. As soon as how do we slow him down? You bring Mitch in because Mitch is a game changer. He can get you extra possessions. No, we're going to stop all that. No, you want to stop. Listen, whether you think the fouling is corny, whether you think the hack of Mitch is corny, at the end of the day,
great strategy.
If you hit your free throws, none of it matters.
And they can't do it.
And my thing in life, in sports, get better, hit them free throws, right? And if Mitch can't do it, I like the fact that Mike Brown said I might have to look elsewhere. Now, this is what the regular season is for.
Yeah. And like not for nothing, Mitch isn't playing tomorrow. It's a back-to-back.
Right.
So there's your.
So Charlotte tries this tomorrow.
Tryout time.
Try this with Hot Party.
Yeah.
Right. If Charlotte tries this tomorrow, try this with Hot Party. I have no idea if Charlotte will or will not, but if they do, hey.
I actually wonder if we get Jemison minutes instead.
Can I give you Huck Porty's free throws?
Yeah.
For his NBA career.
I think he's 58% or something like that, right?
Worse.
That's great if you got that on the.
He's 7 for 17.
So he's not good at free throws either.
He's in the 40s. Now, very small sample.
Granted, he's better than Mitchell Robinson.
Very small. Well, yeah, it's an upgrade. But if you want to look at international in Australia and Melbourne, you may roll your eyes. But look, free throws are free throws.
That's track record at least.
66%, 96 for 146. And I think this includes all NBL play, including playoffs.
Guys, we would sign for 66%.
I'd sign for 46%. Mitch is, like, what are we doing? Mitch Robinson, it's 1 for 4. Like, he is a 25%, for the most part, 25% free throw shooter. That's why the hack and Mitch exists.
You hit on a detail that I think is worth noting, though.
Yes.
Because you have to think about it this way. If you're the Knicks and you, Indiana notwithstanding, you've gone the furthest out of everybody from last year. So now you're the team, quote unquote, or one of the two teams, and Cleveland being the other, that other teams like the Pistons and the Celtics and the Heat and the Sixers are trying to get and trying to figure out ways to match up with you. The Celtics, I don't think drafting Hugo Gonzalez and giving Jordan Walsh a bigger role, and I don't think any of that's an accident. Like, I think they're looking for, okay, how can we throw length on Jalen Brunson and on Donovan Mitchell? Because that's the thing about both of these two teams. Other teams are going to look at how can you guard these guys, and you're going to see this again with the Pistons when eventually they play, because that Pistons series, lest we forget, highly competitive last year. I think the last 5 games of the series were decided, or 4 games of the series. So there was a stretch where a bunch of games were decided by 11 points total.
No, you're right. Last 5
without Jaden Ivey, who was playing really well last year and has a muted role this year because of just where they've been without him so far. But Ron Holland, for example, was like an example of throwing length. Asar Thompson, Karis LeVert in stretches, even, who was a better defender in Brooklyn, but still, that's not even all of it. Like, I think other teams are going to be, they've taken note of what the Knicks have done, that it's worked, And it's going to be interesting to see how they work through as they play some of these better teams in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, I do think it's gonna be interesting. I don't think we could talk about this game without talking about, what this meant with Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges had himself a fantastic night with 35. Excuse me, sorry, I shorted him. 37 points.
Not 35.
No, 35.
Not
Sorry,
35.
17 shots. So
Gave him 2 more points.
12 of 17, 8 of 12 from downtown. Sorry about that. It was just the 17 attempts is what got the 7 that got in my head.
Best offensive game I've seen him play since
that Portland game.
The Portland game where he had the buzzer beater. I'd actually go back to Christmas where he had 41.
Oh, sorry, forgot about that. Against the Spurs. That was a great game.
Just to close the loop on free throws, Trey Jameson for his career, because we were asked in the comments, 34 for 28, so 58.6% on free throws for his NBA
again,
career.
It's double Mitchell Robinson. But like that's the thing. Mitch has so.
Oh, I know something I want to say.
His impact is so high that you'll live with the free throws against every team, but the one that has the coach that's the psycho that's going to be like, I have one guy I'm going to play tonight just to foul Mitchell Robinson.
But
and more teams might do that.
I also want to say something that I spoke about this earlier with Brandon London when I was on. When you talk about Mitch, because he asked me about Mitch and playing back-to-backs, and then I want to go back to a conversation that I had with Stephen Bondi. I believe this was after the Nets game. We had this conversation too about Mitchell Robinson. Look, Mitchell Robinson has not played in back-to-backs this year. We know that his agent has been very instrumental in having the Knicks not play him in back-to-backs, that they're trying to protect him. They want him healthy, and Knicks fans want him healthy for the playoffs and all that stuff.
Yes.
But here's where I feel like that his team is missing this. You're hurting your value when you can't play in back-to-backs and you can't hit free throws. Your value now becomes minimized. He wants that contract with the Knicks. It's no shock that the Knicks have not had contract extensions.
Or somebody.
Right, or anybody. But I've kind of been, listen, this is going to sound like I don't like Mitch because I like Mitch and I love what he brings to the team. But he is a limited player and he's a flawed player. And as much as we're talking about upgrading a backup point guard, there's a legit, and Bryan's been on his calling card all summer.
Yeah.
Maybe you got to go get some different kind of versatility at a big man where you're not as hurt on floor. Are you not ready to go there yet?
No, because your backup center is Karl Anthony Towns. Like, if OG Anunoby's healthy, he could be a backup five. I think
it's center depth. I think more than anything.
Do you trust
depth
that?
is fine.
Do you trust that against certain matchups, against longer?
You just
teams?
said it, and this is the shift that we're making from the Thibodeau world, where it was like I said earlier. I have my 7, right? I know who my 7 are.
Yeah.
Every other team that I've ever watched in the playoffs is like, all right, well, you know what? This is not a series for blank player. And then the next series, you're like, you know what? Blank player that didn't play last series, we're not going to bring him into this series. Like, that's the Spo playbook. And that series where they made the finals as an 8th seed, like against the Bucks, it was like barely a Kevin Love series. Then against the Knicks, it was very much a Kyle Lowry series. Then against the Celtics, Kevin Love started that series. By the end, he wasn't playing. Then come the finals.
And
Kevin
that was
Love
a Caleb
didn't
Martin
play
series.
game 1. Yeah, it was. You're not wrong. Game 1 against the Nuggets, Kevin Love didn't play. Game 2, he starts.
Yeah.
And it's the only game they won of the series. Like, you're allowed to shift your approach based off of your personnel.
You can do this?
Right, exactly. There are going to be series where you want to go more 5 out, more spacing, more taking advantage of your offense. Then there are going to be series like the Cavs where Mitchell Robinson is just going to be able to beat up a team on the boards. Now, where I would lean toward both of you,
I agree with this point, though.
To this, on a night like tonight against the Celtics, Mitch should have been able to clean up, and he didn't. Now, part of that might be the free throw, the hack of Mitch. Part of it might be the minutes restriction. But what did he finish with? 5 rebounds tonight?
Maybe it was 6.
So you're looking at, like, in his
5.
Yeah, so in 16 minutes, he gets 5 rebounds. That's actually a decent rate over
4 offensive.
Overall.
So that's the thing. Like, he actually did what he came to do on the offensive glass. Got guarded in space. Mazzulla actually got him off the court with the hack of Mitch, which is why they waited so long to bring him back into the game in the third quarter. But, like, I hate to keep going back to this well. If I could bring OG back with Mitch, like, that's also a different thing.
So to your point, it's
matchup dependent.
It's matchup dependent. That's the thing. And we should be encouraged, and I do think it's one of the things fans should be encouraged. I do like the point you made. fans should be encouraged that there is a coach now
Yeah.
that is likely going to coach in the Spoelstra mold that you talked about, and we have a lot of respect for Eric Spoelstra here, is that, yeah, I'm going to coach different matchups. Now, you have to have that flexibility to do so, and that's where having an OG matters. So maybe it's more
You
of that
just said
than
the
saying I have to
quote.
go get another.
He said, I'll change things if it's not going
I
a
like
certain
that,
way.
though.
And
Tibbs would have been like, we're searching.
Gotta play better.
By the way, he said this before, coincidentally or not, he said this in a game before a game that we expect Mitch to sit against the Hornets tomorrow. So,
but
if we get Ariel Hukporty like 14 Ariel Hukporty minutes, I wouldn't be stunned.
But that's good.
And
I'm okay with that.
Look, and one of the
learn what you have against
one
the
of the
lower opponents.
And one of the areas Charlotte is competent in is
the boards.
Ryan Kalkbrenner and Moussa Diabate. I think they're second best in terms of keeping you off the boards and defensive rebounds right now.
Yeah, why not throw Ariel Hukporty out there?
That's what I'm saying.
To learn against them. Now, here's the problem, though. I want to tell you guys one problem. You know this is going to happen. I guarantee you, and I'll see.
That I'm too high on the Hornets?
No. You are too high on the Hornets. But
over 25 and a half wins, hopefully.
Let's say, let me throw a line out here. Let's say tomorrow Ariel Hukporty gets 14 minutes. And in those 14 minutes of play, he does...
Give me a stat line.
8 points, 5 rebounds. And I'll throw a block in there. You know what's going to happen in the comments tomorrow.
Wait, what's his free throws?
Man.
Goes 3 of 4 from the line.
Oh, man.
Oh, so there's an N1.
75% from the line.
I think you're talking about two different things. There's
Okay.
how the Knicks are going to react to Ariel Hukporty.
And that's how the fan base
And there's
is
how
react.
us nobodies on the internet that hopefully Mike Brown isn't paying attention to are going to react.
I think he
to.
does, low key. Actually.
I don't think Mike Brown does. We know for a fact Josh Hart does. So that's where
that's true.
Hopefully this shooting coach that Josh Hart has been working with is part of the reason why he's shooting what he's shooting from 3. But like, I also want to commend Mike Brown. We waited for how long in that fourth quarter to get Josh Hart back in the game? Because he finally found a 5-out look that was working, and they cut it to 3. Then 2 possessions go by, Celtics get 2 big rebounds, and it's like, all right, now let me get Josh back in the game. And you saw right away, Josh hesitates to shoot down the stretch, kind of cost them on 2 possessions, but then he had that nice cut on the give and go with Cat.
The Hukporty hive is going to come alive.
I got to be honest, it's an annoying, frustrating loss. I'm finding positives solely just like this is different. Like last year, it just would have been like, all right, we have the same 5 out there. Kolek doesn't play tonight. Trust me. They're playing 6 or 7 guys. And it just would have been, Brunson, can you save us?
I think you're being rational and reasonable.
I'm trying to.
And looking at really understanding the process of what it will be with this team. If you would have told me, and I understand that people are going to be watching this, and Dexter, what are you talking about? If you'd have said to me, hey, the Knicks are going to be 13-7 after 20 games.
Potentially 15-7 if they beat these 2 scrubs.
Let's go. You're pushing it to 22.
Let's push it.
Okay,
15-7 after 22.
And let's say the offense, after the 22 games, the offense is still 3rd or 4th in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say the defense, maybe it's still where it is right now, 13th, 14th in defensive rating, at least according to Cleveland Glass, it was 14th coming into tonight's game.
By the way, 15-7 after 22 is a 56-win pace.
Right.
That would be over.
And so,
yes.
When I say that, and then you look at how different the team looks, because this is my point about what the process matters.
Mm-hmm.
When you take all of that in, and I ask this to all the fans out there, what are you complaining about? Because you know what it is?
I don't think they.
I think they're frustrated by the loss.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think
loss is going to happen.
But I can't say that they can't complain. You know what I mean? Like
I would say this rule number 1: you can always be mad.
Yeah,
you can always be mad.
Look,
I say this all the time.
Like, is there as much to complain about?
Games, the react accordingly. Listen, react how you want.
No,
here's what happened.
I love
react
your tweets
accordingly.
on that. I love your tweets on that. This is what happened. React accordingly. Except nobody reacts accordingly.
No, they do. How they feel like they react. How they perceive the actual thing that happened, there's react how you want.
You're right.
You know, I'm reacting how I'm reacting. And there are some people that the Knicks are, they're 13-7 right now. So they're 11 and let's see, they're 11-4 since their season ended after a 2-3 start. You see what I'm saying? Like the overreaction after the 2-3 start.
They've won 4 out of the last 5 games.
Right. Like it's one of those. There might about to be. I said this after they lost the Orlando game because I saw the schedule and I thought like I'd sign up right now for like 5-3 in the next 8. They might go, or what was it? We're 4-3 in their next 7, and they might go 6-1. And that'd be very funny if that's how this ends up. We gotta talk about Mikal Bridges because we've been belaboring
Too much
I got his second half stats up here. Shout out to Pivot Fade. 30 points in the second half on 13 field goal attempts. He was 10 of 13 in the second half, 7 of 10 from 3. He hit all his 2s. He hit all his free throws, 0 turnovers. He's the reason this game became a game in the second half. He had 13 in the third quarter, 17 in the fourth quarter.
Jesus.
He was outstanding.
The confidence he's playing with, he's been the most consistent Knick this season in my eyes. OG probably had that title before he got injured, but he's been the most consistent Knick this season. He's just playing more confidence. People are going to look at the threes, but there were 3 baskets in this game in which he attacked the rim, and we all were like, last year that would have been a fadeaway.
Yep.
And a fadeaway layup, as you called it. And this is really impressive to see from him. I think what you take from, if you want to take a positive from tonight, you need that when JB doesn't have it. When the captain doesn't have it, you're going to need some of this. Now, when OG's back and a little healthier and spacing's a little different and all that stuff, it'll be better, but you need that kind of performance from him. This was not a great Josh Hart night. I know he started off well. This was not, he started off decently too. I'm looking at Deuce McBride. He only had 9 points. He made 3 threes.
3 threes.
Which, Deuce, it's fine. I thought he played some pretty good defense for the most part.
Deuce did his job, I thought. Yeah, they ran him
too.
Off the line a bunch in the from the second quarter on.
Yeah, I thought he did his job.
Deuce McBride had, let me find it. Deuce McBride had 4 field goal attempts in the second half. I guess he had 2 in the first half.
It's more than I thought.
Yeah.
Actually.
He went 1 for 4 in the second half. I have nothing for Deuce McBride. To your point about Josh Hart.
Yes.
First half, Josh Hart was
first quarter
14 points. Let's say, you know what? That's actually better. First quarter, Josh Hart had 11 points, was plus 12 on 4 of 5 from the field. So he finishes the game. So it was 4 of 5 from the field. He finishes the game 7 of 11. So he was 3 of 6 the rest of the game. It's actually not as bad as I thought.
It felt way worse.
All of them were
But
threes.
you know what?
Yeah.
It might have been like he might have missed his last 3 or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You didn't feel his presence in a Josh Hart way, in a Josh Hart game where he's, rebounding.
Right, he missed his last 3 threes.
That's where I felt worse. It's not a terrible Josh Hart game. It's just a very quiet second half.
Yeah.
Look, people in the chat were also saying too, look, this would be better if JB had played good. But listen,
it might just be that simple.
It might, honestly.
It's the NBA.
We didn't spend enough time probably during the game talking about it because it's the trust you have in Jalen Brunson.
Right.
When your best player goes 6 of 21, you're not going to win a lot of games.
Yeah,
And they were
exactly.
In the
It's the NBA. When your most high profile scorer plays well, you usually win, except for
especially to your point, like you're talking about playing well offensive. I just heard it.
Yeah, but
when he also is bleeding points on the defensive end
end
too. Yeah,
that hurts too.
And he played the most minutes for the Knicks. He played 39 minutes.
What I will say too is and this is where they didn't lay down, and you've seen this team fight a ton this season and come back, and so the fight is still there in that part of the process. What you do want to see at some point is, you got to win. Good teams figure out a way to win these games, even when their best player doesn't have. Doesn't happen all the time, but good teams figure out a way to get it done. The Knicks will figure this out at some point, and there'll be a win. You'll probably do it a post game, and we'll be doing a post game. We'll be like, man, that was really good. They figured it out even when JB didn't have his stuff. I think it's just part of the learning process. They're still down a couple players. If you had some more players you could trust tonight, do I think if OG's in there, do I think if Shamit's in there, they probably figure this out? Probably. But again, like you said, the Celtics say we don't have Tatum.
Yeah.
You got to tip your hat to the Celtics.
Bryan said it.
Bryan said it. You got to tip your hat to
every
the Celtics.
team can say this.
Yeah, every team.
Like Toronto, the Knicks beat on them last game. And this is their next big, on that note, this is their next big road test. Because in a week from now, the Cup,
they're in Toronto.
Quarterfinals, they're in Toronto.
Yeah.
RJ Barrett might be back. We'll see. And Jakob is not even on the injury report anymore. So they just rested him.
Excited about the NBA Cup?
The answer is kind of. I don't. The NBA Cup to me has been boiled down to what's game 81 and 82. Like they now have tougher opponents on their schedule for an extra 2 games this year, which could matter at the end of the season. However, I've always prefaced this. I won't care about the NBA Cup unless the Knicks win the NBA Cup. Then it's the most important thing that the NBA has ever created. It's a prestigious award of competition that we should value. And if the Knicks win, hang the banner, and I'll see
Hang
you.
the banner.
I will see you at the Canyon of Heroes and it's
No, there's no Canyon of Heroes.
Where do you go if do you do anything if you hang something up? But do you
hang a banner? There's a banner in Milwaukee and LA right now.
Do you have a party and
So they had a beer party, not a champagne party, a beer party in Vegas when the Lakers won.
Yeah. That's why
Darvin
NBA players want to.
Well, then Darvin Ham the next season was like that derailed our season, and because he was a coach of the Lakers when they won the NBA Cup. Then the Bucks won it. He was an assistant coach.
I think that's a Darvin Ham.
Well, so then they didn't celebrate anything last year. Like they didn't do a party for the Bucks, and then. I mean, it didn't derail anything for the Bucks. So I wonder what the Knicks might do if they win the Cup.
Listen, go enjoy your night in Vegas. I don't.
Here's what I'll take away if the Knicks. Here's the weird
the Raptors game
big brain thing I'll take. If they get to the NBA Cup, it'll mean that they will have beaten the Raptors on the road and either Miami or Orlando.
Yo, see, that's how I look at it.
Which is how talk about gathering information. That's the other thing. If they win it, then they will have given OKC a loss that doesn't count on their schedule, but it does. You can then at least point it to the Knicks and be like, "Hey, that's a thing that worked against the team that you're hoping to play in."
If it's OKC,
I like the way the Cup has broken up into the teams in the East because I love that it's Toronto. And
those
Miami.
four teams
specifically.
It's a legitimate test.
But to your point about do I actually care about? Will I be like, oh no, they lost again in the Cup? No, it'd be like they lost to the Raptors. That's an actual barometer game on the road, exactly. So,
who might be a playoff, not a play-in team. TBD.
Look, I think if you can play some games with some stakes in the season, I think it's good. Don't tell me, you mad even if they lose to Toronto, they'd have to play Orlando or Miami again another time. Okay, that's
still a test.
But I'm telling you what I want. I hope the Knicks win, and I hope the Heat win.
Because Miami.
Semifinals. Give it to me now. I want it. It's Saturday. We're gonna do a watch party. If that happens, I want to. Come on.
I can tell you whether or not the Heat will win that game.
My last note. That's all I have left.
Now we got to wrap.
I hate these Knicks uniforms. I hate the black uniforms so much.
So I wanted the Knicks to get black uniforms, but I don't like these black uniforms. I think it should be black uniforms in the style of their regular uniforms. But just black with orange lettering. First of all, the Knicks uniforms I like more were pre-Melo era where they still had the stripe on the side.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The alternate uniform with the Devil New York from a couple years ago where it was blue. That's what I thought they were going to have forever, and it was just for one season.
So I think if you do black with the blue stripe on the side with the orange trim and the letters are orange, I think that could work.
I'll be fine with that.
I hate them so much.
I do like this.
I don't care for these. It's better than the 3D Knick uniforms.
The throwbacks, they remind me.
And I love what they're doing with the court, the old school. And I love the court.
It's
the city edition is nice.
It's again why I'm they've gotten it right in these last 5 years. I think they're Nike, but the fact that they've been able to have it so right and then be like, all right, we're doing something different next year. It's very frustrating.
I don't like that every NBA team has to change every year. Also,
and so you saw some of the teams this year with the City Edition jerseys go back to what works. Miami's done that with their Miami Vice, which are some of the best City Edition jerseys. You know what I wish? If you find a City
San Antonio
Edition
needs the Fiesta ones back.
They brought that back this year. A variation of it.
Yeah, but it's not the
I know it's not the original.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
If it works, stick with it. I wouldn't be mad if the Knicks stuck with their City Edition that they have this year. It's good. The court's nice. It goes back to the old Knick logo without the triangle. Just keep it. You don't have to do too much. And you know what you should do? At least a 3-year limit on City Edition jerseys.
If they had the blue ones from a couple years ago still around,
I like those.
In fact, I think that's the one I have.
The ones that had the orange and blue alternate around
with the white letters.
With the white, it was a two. It was like a New York.
Oh, the double New York
but
one.
From far away. Yeah. It just looked like the old blue and black uniforms.
I liked everything. I didn't love the double New York, but I liked them.
But I never read it. It was never close.
I like the white lettering I think it was City Edition from the first Randall Barrett year, maybe.
I know which one.
I had the circle in the middle.
No, not that one.
Okay.
No, I didn't like that.
It may not have been the first one, but it was early. RJ Barrett was there, so it was definitely pre-OJ.
Look, NBA. If you do a City Edition every 3 years, but they got to make money and try to sell New Jersey. So
and Knicks,
these
and Let me see.
These are the jerseys that I love with the orange
Those are
trim.
great. Yeah.
I
with
love
the,
those.
like the black down the side.
Also, Knicks, bring back the stripe permanently. Like enough.
Yeah.
I don't care for the all white and no
I like
like
the stripe.
I like the
Because
stripe.
now, if you had this and then the white alternate that they have now that has the retro
Right,
court, I think they'd have a perfect alternate combo. But then I think I go to this with the Mets too. Like I hate the Mets black uniforms, but
Wait, what?
I hate them.
Really?
The black and purple
I hated
ones?
them for those are the worst jerseys maybe ever created. But even their black alternates, when Pete Alonso was like, "Let's bring back the black jerseys,
I
that'd
like
be great,"
those.
and he was like, "Oh, it'll be like the city lights up on Friday night in the Big Apple." And it's like, bro, you're from Florida. Shut up. You don't know anything about New York. And then it was like,
Still re-sign with the Mets though.
please resign with the Mets. David Stearns get that done.
And
But
Edwin Diaz, too.
I was always, even throughout
so
the
Edwin Diaz.
2000s, like, I don't like the black jerseys, but they're part of the
Oh.
rotation, whatever. Then we get to the
East Blue Juice says bring back the green uniform.
Hell no.
ew, no.
Bring back the orange uniforms. That I'm kind of here
Yes.
for.
Yes. They
I
stopped
like the-
they stopped
I-
wearing
They
them.
went
They
07
were,
and down.
they were so bad.
I like those
I
uniforms.
don't
know
know
what?
about the uniforms.
Oh, they're
the
so bad.
team
Do-
was
okay.
so bad.
Do orange but with the stripe. Just add the stripe because they didn't have the stripe. That was
I'd
during
have
the
to
stripe
see
was
it. I'd
there.
have to see it.
No,
To
it was
close
the
the
same
loop
white
on the-
uniform, just orange.
I
That's
To
all
close
it
the loop on
was.
the Mets uniform.
Yes, go
When
ahead.
the royal blue alternate with the orange lettering
I love
showed up,
those.
they're my favorite Mets jersey ever. They finally got a uniform that highlights Mets blue.
Uh-huh.
And now they got rid of them, and they just wear these
Yeah.
stupid road one pieces that I have to tolerate.
Okay, there's a couple things. This is gonna be a tangent. A couple things I want to see the Mets do,
And then we'll go.
and we'll wrap out here. I agree with you about the blue.
Mhm.
I love.
It's
I
the
love-
best jersey
I
they've
love
ever
those.
had.
They only wear them now in spring training, right? Like don't.
No, now it's not even the
It's not-
rotation.
okay.
Not
anymore.
even. No.
Number two, I felt lukewarm about this, but then last year, maybe it's because of the way the year went, I felt even more down in it. Kind of done with the City Connect Grace.
I hate
We
them.
get them up out of
Go
here.
Rockies.
We're done.
They're literally the
Done.
Colorado
Get 'em outta
Rockies
here.
colors.
We can get them out of here.
Yeah.
I'm done.
You connote a team that lost 114 games when you wear those jerseys.
I don't like it. I think it's time we get them out of here. I don't mind the black. I'm not anti the black, and
I like that.
I've understood that's a me thing though. I don't like a black uniform. Like I hated the Jets ones too,
But those were terrible.
unless
I didn't
it's
like those.
part of your team colors normally.
So you're
know?
well. See, that's kind of why I don't like. Why we probably don't like the gray either.
Yeah.
Too. There's an annoyance for me in that.
But everyone in baseball wears gray, which pisses me off. I don't think everyone. in
That
baseball-
No,
that at least
gray-
connotes the road.
gray is
The
fine on
Mets
the road.
wearing these gray home
Yeah.
Saturday jerseys.
Don't like it.
Yeah, I don't care.
I've
for it.
hated them since
Well,
they've existed.
that also is another annoyance. Of
I
mine.
understand that where it came from. That it's like, oh, it's concrete and the purple.
When you
it's
gotta
such line
explain, when
purple.
you gotta explain it too much. not
But
good.
that's
It's
what
like,
every
yeah.
city edition it feels like it is now. Well, for the most part, like you brought up Miami. It's like we all know the movie.
Mhm.
We all know
But,
Miami
like
the
you
show.
see
Yeah.
Miami
Like-
and you get it. That's
Right,
how it
right.
should
That's
be.
how it
Boston
should be.
one, like the
Yeah.
yellow that they have. Okay, that's the what's their public their transit. Their train thing is
their
called.
training is called. I forget what.
Yeah, I
they
forget
call
what
it.
it's called, but
But
that
it's-
at least I see it. And
see
say,
it,
oh yeah,
yeah.
that's the train. Like
Right.
fine.
Yeah.
Like Philly had the parchment paper, the kind of the clean jersey that they
Yeah.
had.
Well,
I enjoyed that.
The next step is the Mets basically having a uniform the color of the old 7 train, the maroon.
Oh, the red
Seven
one?
train.
Oh,
That-
wow. Maybe just the letter.
No.
That's memories.
All right,
right
before,
there.
we
That's
got,
memories.
That's real queen
we
shit.
gotta ask you. We gotta ask you one next question before we get you.
What's
out
up?
Devin
How are you
Williams.
feeling about Devin Williams? And do the Mets, if the Mets do not bring back Edwin Diaz, I'm gonna put it like this: if they
It
don't
better
bring
be a
back
setup.
Edwin Diaz, are you gonna be mad at David Stearns? Is he being small market Stearns?
So I've thrown David Stearns some bail because he largely has, over the 2-year sample, has one season where every button he pushed went right. Like every
2024.
minor league invite, like every mistake that he made, he admitted it and then quickly changed it. Like Joey Wendell quickly became Jose Iglesias. Like
Thank you.
I start the season with Brett Beatty. No, I'm gonna call up Mark Vientos. Like every pivot he could have gone to through year 1, he was great.
Agreed.
Year 2, every pivot or process thing that he believes in, like the Frankie Montas, keeping Paul Blackburn around. Like
Yeah.
Ryan Stanek is in the bullpen the entire freaking season. All of it went wrong. So I have a 50-50 track record with him. That's why he has to prove it this offseason.
I'm with you.
that brings me to Devin Williams.
Yep.
And if Devin Williams is you using your payroll flexibility to build a super bullpen like you tried to do with the deadline, I'm all for it.
Yep.
And if I've got Devin Williams on a bounce back year, being your setup man, your seventh inning guy, at times your ninth inning guy, because Diaz had to pitch to the heart of the order in the seventh or eighth, I'm all for it. That's how I thought they were going to use Helsley. And I've given him bail for what happened with Helsley, because nobody could have saw him being that bad. I loved it in the moment. If they just signed him to be the closer, he's not a people in the media. You do great work. I actually do think there are a lot of good, hardworking journalists reporting on the story.
I agree.
Like, he is not insurance for Edwin Diaz. He is a downgrade from Edwin Diaz. If that's their plan, then they got worse. It's the same thing with Brandon Nimmo. You didn't get better. You got more flexible. You got more opportunities by trading Brandon Nimmo for Marcus Semien. But I now need to see what's next.
Yep.
So similar to the Nimmo trade, in a vacuum, I can get behind a Devin Williams signing. I need to see what's next. If Edwin Diaz walks because he didn't want to spend, like if he has a principle of I'm not going past a certain amount, then maybe the Big Apple's not like for you, because you're not spending like you're not treating your payroll flexibility like you have the richest owner in baseball who just got approved for a casino that's going to print money for the next couple decades. Like every luxury tax penalty is going to get paid for every Friday night at the Hard Rock.
Because if that's the case, and Devin Williams is the closer of this team, one, I think some Mets fans are going to riot and rightfully so. And you cannot be operating with this small market mindset and acting as though the coupons are still owning the team.
Yeah,
can't do that. If that's the case, this is a problem.
You know what happens?
This is a problem.
People have like the Freddie coupons thing is an app because of the payroll restrictions that he had, right? If Steve Cohen wanted to get someone like Stearns, because where I think his value exists, their minor league system is so much better run. The infrastructure that's coming is like the reason the Mets are involved in every trade conversation right now. They have all throughout every level of the farm system is better because David Stearns knows how to build up the infrastructure.
And in the majors. It
reminds me a lot of Chaim Bloom from the Red Sox, all the big moves like trades Mookie Betts, re-signs Devers, lets Bogarts walks, everybody like lets Schwarber walk before he became one of the most prolific home run hitters ever. And it's like you might not know how to build a competitive big market team yet.
Your money ball.
But now here we are all these years later, and the farm system that Chaim Bloom put together is now getting them places. So I'm willing to wait it out with Stearns. If you operate like this, you're gonna build the Yankees, and you're gonna be able to build a team that because Steve went out and got Soto, and because Lindor was already here, we're gonna make the playoffs a bunch. But at the end of the day, you're gonna get to the playoffs and you're gonna lose, and it's gonna be, man, we're like a guy or two too short. What happened? It's like, because you have certain places you're not willing to go to, like the Dodgers always do. So if that's who you're competing with, go be the Dodgers. Get Diaz, bring back Pete, go get one of the big bats.
There you go.
And then let's rock and roll next
year. Either you're playing the game
100%.
I agree with everything you said. I thought it was well said.
Yeah.
Either you're playing in the game or not, because if you're not willing to go to certain places, you're not going to go. The World Series.
Yeah. You're just going to lose to the Dodgers every year.
Who might just go out and sign Edwin Diaz and then what?
And then what? Then you're going to look stupid. Yeah, I don't want to think about it. That's bad vibes. All right. Was not a great night for the Knicks. They do fall in Boston 123 to 117. Andrew Claudio, you are now 0-1 in the seats.
Sorry, everybody.
Other people have sat here.
It's not your fault.
I'm off to a cold start, which is why I need to make sure I have my Knicks Film School hoodie for the ride home.
That's the best
and
one.
We're all in the future.
That's the best one.
That was the best one.
That was the best one.
That was great.
And with a bang.
Oh, that is great. Shout out to all of you in the chat who rocked with us. Sent your comments. We appreciate you. We'll be doing another one of these next week for the NBA Cup game.
I can't believe East Blue Drew wrote something in not all caps.
Oh,
that's got to be a first and an accident.
I have not seen that.
Astrid at the buzzer.
Astrid at the buzzer for the super chat. We appreciate you. Like I said, next Tuesday we'll be doing another one of these. We have an episode coming later in the week, which is going to be really fun. I'm not going to say too much about it.
Oh, God.
Myself and Bryan are going to be making some hot takes. I usually don't engage in the hot takes, but these are going to be some really hot takes. They're going to be spicy, real spicy. I'm telling you, it's going to spicy, really, really spicy, and you're going to want to watch. That's good. What else? What do you guys have coming up with Knicks Film School? I want to give you a chance to plug it, unless you want to plug another hoodie for us.
So over at Knicks Film School, where you can obviously get this hoodie, we have live post games after every game. I do the pregame pod where I get a guest with the Knicks with an expert opinion on the Knicks opponent. So I don't have one come tomorrow because we just did one last week for the Hornets. So John's actually going to have a conversation with John Schmielk. I'm sure a friend of the pod.
Friend of the show too.
That he's going to talk to Schmielk tomorrow, but I'll be back on Friday to talk about the Jazz, and then back on Sunday to talk about the Magic again. Check out that. We have off day shows. Sean with the W and Jeff J do a show called KFS After School. Benji Ray Holtz and DJ Zulo do a show called X's and O's. Both of those shows will be live on Thursday, one at noon, one at 9 p.m. We have something every day over at Knicks Film School.
You guys
so check out our YouTube channel, check out our podcast feed, check out all our socials at Knick Film School, and of course, check out our merch store where you can get something fun for the family this holiday season.
Holiday season is a good time. Hey man, happy holidays.
Thanks
to you.
Me, man.
We appreciate you
for
coming through with us and rock with us. Appreciate everybody rocking the chat. Shout out to everybody behind the scenes. Nikolai Jackson on the technical directing, Wesley Splain with the editing, Tommy Cohen, production assistant, and Tommy Hogan doing the producers. They're all Yankee fans. I'm going to just leave it there. I'm Dexter Henry. That's Bryan Fonseca. Andrew Claudio. We'll catch you next time. Another edition of New York Got Game.
Thanks for watching New York Got Game. Boom shakalaka.
We are good.